Hootie Hen is first to the stream.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How is everyone doing? Hopefully doing well since last Tuesday. I hope. It's feels like it's been a minute, and I'm glad to see you all here. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Well, hopefully everyone had a fantastic weekend as well. If anyone did anything fun or exciting, let us know about it. I, for one, was very busy this weekend. Lots of socializing, which was a good time. It's fun to get out of my element, which is the basement in a dark room. So, you know, it was good times. We went to the aquarium. That was fun. My daughter absolutely loves sharks. Anything with fins, she is a huge fan of. Anything with wings or feathers, not so much. Not a fan of any of the birds, even though none of them were moving. Not a single bird there was moving. And she was not a fan at all. She was like, let's go. But anything swimming, even like giant sharks that were like swimming overhead, and she's like, this is cool. So, yeah, good times here at the Moonwood household. So, yeah. So, if anyone else had any fun weekend plans, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Anyway, well, yeah. So sorry that I missed Thursday. Was not feeling super great. Had to work from home that day, and I was just like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the stream tonight. So, apologize for that. But I did not work on Thursday night. I did get some stuff done since we were the last stream on Tuesday. So hopefully it will pay off. It's not a whole lot. It was mostly just I was thinking about how we were going to have the teleportation orb thing actually show up. So let me get this pulled up really quickly. So I didn't actually get it in the game, but
Corey, I want Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Hi, Corey. First of all, welcome. Glad you're here, and thank you for the bicep curls. We're gonna take care of those. We will take care of those here in just a second. So, yeah. So if everyone remembers from the previous streams, I guess was it Sunday? We finally were like, this is 100% done, or was it Tuesday? I think it might have been Tuesday. I think Sunday I was like, it's done, and then Tuesday I was like, okay, there's actually some bugs we still need to work out. But yes, so we got this little orb guy here that we can find. The idea was to find it somewhere in the tomb, and then you collect it, and then just out of happenstance, we happen to be one room away from the exit portal here. Basically, as long as you can find this thing somewhere in the tomb, that you can interact with the glyphs, and you should be able to do the puzzle here. But you can only actually finish the puzzle if you take this guy and you put it in here. So once that's inserted, it is now active, and then you should be able to get all of this lined up here. And then once you get it all lined up, then it fills up, and there we go, and activates the portal, and you're good to go. So the whole general idea last Tuesday was Okay, but where are you going to find this thing? Like, is it just going to be on the ground somewhere? Are you going to fight a boss for it? Like, what is going to actually be happening? So I think what I've decided is it is going to be a random spawn throughout the tomb, kind of like how the exit portal is, kind of how the mini boss room is, the floor guardian room. I'm still going back and forth between what I'm actually going to call that thing. It basically is just going to be one of these rooms is going to randomly have it in it. So there will be some amount of exploration you do have to do to actually, activate the portal. So you technically have to find 2 rooms. So you not only have to find the portal room, where to actually activate the portal, but then you also have to find a room that will contain the orb itself. And I think what I've decided on, and I'm actually going to be updating the look of this room as well. I think what I've decided on is we are going to have it look something like this. So this is kind of what I was working on. Again, it's the lack of resolution. Really, oh my goodness, what the?
Coolmanchill69 just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of Vercilias.
Coolmanchill69, that is absolutely freaking incredible. Congratulations, well done. I believe this is this multiple for you? This is, let me go check, Here we go, channel point name in the credits. We've got ourselves, yes, oh my gosh. Coolmanchill69, aka Firemaster, is now at a 5x. Holy smokes.
_Benedict Jade 5 bits. Almost forgot it was Sunday. I was about to go on playing Paul World and miss it entirely.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait, did the farming update come out for Pal World, or is that like not out yet at all? I've only seen like screenshots, so I don't know anything about the update. Yeah, did that come out, or are you just playing some Pal World just for fun? Anyway, yes, congratulations, Coolman69. Well done on the 5x. That is absolutely crazy wild. You are now above the Steven. So it is making progress. You're climbing the ranks. Climbing the ranks. Not bad at all. And Axel, thank you for the 5 bits. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, thank you for not forgetting about the stream and for being here. I do appreciate that.
Axel _Benedict Jade 5 bits. The last update I remember was the Terraria and Ultra Kill updates.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't even remember where I saw it. Was it in, I think it was just like a Steam announcement or something like that? I don't remember. Apparently there's like, I don't know, some farming update or something that's coming to, I don't know. I don't own Pal World. It's not really my speed. So yeah, not really my speed. I have not wanted to play it. Not for the fact that like it's like a crafting survival game. I love those kinds of games. I have been spending way too much time lately in oh my gosh, what the freak is it called? Hytale. Way too much time in Hytale. For anyone who has not purchased Hytale or played it at all, you're missing out. It is a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know. It's Pal World's just one that I don't know. I think it's because it got too hyped too quickly, and I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I think I'm weird. I'm weird. All right, let's do some chest bend, some bicep curls, as requested by my Corey. Wait, it's been so long. Is it my? Now I cannot remember. I know that I struggled with this at first. Is it my Corey or me Corey? Now that I'm saying my Corey, it feels like, from what I remember, you told me it was me Corey. We're gonna do me Corey. We're gonna say me Corey. There we go. There we go. We've also got a, let's see, we've got a Hootie Hand.
4v1D_D03S
oh my goodness, I am now a PNG with the voice of God. That is a perfect combination. Look at that combination. Absolutely fantastic. Trigger G says, got Monster Hunter 1 playing with my old phone. Hey, not bad at all. Do I hear a repo stream coming soon?
Maybe. Also, Hootie Hand, congratulations on the 7 stream streak. That is absolutely fantastic. That is crazy. Remember, everybody, if you're gonna streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. I do appreciate that, Hootie. Thank you. And I think that I also missed. Was there another? Was there another? I almost feel like there was another stream streak, but now I'm not seeing it, so I don't think so. I think it was just
Hootie. Congratulations, Hootie. Well done. Thank you. I appreciate the calls. And David, welcome. Glad you're here. Draco says, also got Mufu as well to play on it. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what Mufu means. Magic has freaking I don't know. But I'm glad you got it working. I'm glad you did. All right, Fairly, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I am so sorry that I was not able to stay for all of your Friday stream. Unfortunately, duty called, and I had to, work at work. Sucks. Terrible stuff when you have to work at work. But I was lurking. And I am super, super excited for the shirt. So when it gets here, I'm going to be wearing that thing on stream. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a blast. All right, everybody, let's do the bicep curls now that we're a little behind on those. And then we should be good to go. Full Long Icicle, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Hopefully you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Riley says, you missed me showering in full clothes. Dang it. I knew that I was going to miss something extremely important. Next time I'm going to be there. All right, everybody, here we go. We got our 10 bicep curls on the clock. Wait, is it bicep curls?
Amaran Reap says,
I really hope that it's
media
bicep
and
curls.
art.
Media and art, absolutely media and art. Let's get this thing going. Here we go. Count to 10 with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Oh, thank you for that, Mikuri. I appreciate that. Thank you. Media and art. Yes, we absolutely do that. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Oh. I don't think I've heard of that one. Also, my old phone does have one big issue, is that the screen can go black.
Axel_Benedict cheered 5 bits.
Well, that's not good.
BTW, shameless plug to my new song, Rhetorical Questions, out today.
There we go. If you have not heard it yet, I have not. Go listen to it. Unless, of course, you have a ritual like I do, which is trying to listen to it on Monday morning as you start your week. That's what I do. Whew. That's not good that I'm so out of breath. There's a phone repair shop on my way to my college, but I don't know how much it might cost. Depending on the severity of it. I've known a few issues where the screen just goes black. My old LG used to do that, and basically it was a cooling issue, and so the screen would just go black because of the GPU overheating. And so basically the way that I fix it is I open it up, I took a dime, and I put it on top of the chip, and then I sealed it all back up, and basically the dime worked as a heat sink. It would still overheat periodically, but not as often, so if it's as easy as that, who knows? Who knows? Might not be too bad. Whew. Mine's because I dropped it? Oh. I mean, I think technically mine was also like that because I dropped mine off of a roller coaster. So that's why my phone screen would do that. Surprisingly, the screen was not cracked. The screen didn't crack, the phone didn't crack, and it was a plastic phone. This is like the old LG G3, so this was back in like 2014. Back when phones used to be plastic, and it surprisingly, it slipped out of my pocket while I was on a roller coaster, and yeah, I was able to go to the Lost and Found, and they found my phone, and it was completely fine. Had like a couple of like dings in the corners, but that was about it. It was right on its corner as well. Oh, I have no idea how mine fell. Just, off of a roller coaster, so, good times there. I did the same thing with my PS3,
says,
just with an eraser.
Plug. Play Jelgleafy Elves.
Jellyfields. I mean, Jellyfields. We will absolutely play Jellyfields. Absolutely. I don't know why that, I was trying to, with an accent, say the name to make it sound like I was saying actual words. Yes, I actually wouldn't mind playing Jellyfields again on stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Absolutely. You should try Nokia 3310. Very reliable, absolutely. If you dropped it, the ground would crack. So, GB and Ds. Good old GBDs. Playing a cinnamon roll pinball game and a dodgeball game. So wait, I'm not sure where the GB and Ds are supposed to go. GB and D... Oh, a Game Boy and DS... Okay. Game Boy and DS games. That makes way more sense. Way more sense. Yes, you did the same thing with an eraser. Is not bad. Not bad, Quasi. Not bad. All right, everybody, let's go take a look really quickly over here at the Discord. We're gonna take a look at some art. Okay, there we go. I was like, I don't see anything new in here. She has sisters now. Oh, what do we got here? We got ourselves some Rose. We got ourselves some Lilia. Lysia? We've got ourselves some Caesarnia and some Kylia. I'm sure that is 100% how you pronounce all of those names. Lyria. I knew that one. Yeah, these look fantastic. Very nicely done. Very nicely done, Cameron. I love it. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I'm playing Hytale with Delina and my friends. It's quite fun. I have been playing way too much Hytale. As much as I possibly could, I have been playing Hytale since Friday? Whenever it was. I think I got it on Friday. and I've tried to play as much as I possibly can. It was a very busy weekend. Like I said, I went to the aquarium with my family, and then today we had some people over and played some board games, ate some good food. So it's been a very busy weekend, but it's been good. It's been good though. And then we also have media as well. Yes, Cameron, we will take a look at media and see what's going on in here. Started playing DS games today. Oh, nice. Looks like a good time. I already have 53 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Especially for just starting today. That's not bad. Yeah. Hightail mentioned. Let's go. Yes. Good old Hightail. It is so much fun. I would be interested in seeing what it's like playing with other people, so I would not mind playing together at some point in time. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I also haven't had internet for the last 2 days. Literally 20 minutes after my stream, our internet went out. Oh my gosh. That is abominable. That is horrible, Fairly. I don't know what I would do without internet for that long. I've had internet go out for like an hour, and I'm like, I'm dying. Terrible stuff.
Benedict cheered 5 bits. So, Terry's this website called Obamified.com, and it lets you turn any picture into another picture and turn that into a GIF.
Oh.
Anyway, I found out you can change both pictures, so I made what now in memes.
Oh boy, what do we got? What do we got in memes? What do we got over here? Oh no. All right, I'm gonna pull this up off stream and give that a look-see. What? Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, that is pretty great. I like that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was expecting. That was not what I was expecting, but I'm actually very glad that is what happened. That makes me very happy. Beautiful stuff, Axel. Beautiful stuff. I love that. I blew through 3 stages of in Penguin game. Very nice. I'm using my old PS4 controller. Though attacking with the right analog stick on Monster Hunter 1 is certainly interesting. Yeah, that would be a bit different. Gonna grind Sweet Collector. Very nice. Very nice. All right, everybody. So, yeah, like I was saying, we've got our new assets that I have designed. We just need to get them in the game, get it all working, get it so it actually spawns the room. And then I also made this little back thing. So basically, the general idea is this is you looking directly down at like the dials to like rotate them. And then basically it's supposed to be, and again, with the lack of resolution, the amount of pixels that I have to do this in makes it very difficult indeed. But let's see, where would this thing be? Room? There we go. Room. I put it in here. Yes. So basically the general idea is like this piece right here is supposed to be this. So this is supposed to be this top part. I mean, it's the best I could get. So I couldn't have it get too big. But I'm also just like, how the freak do I be like, yep, there's a circle here with dials. So yeah, not the easiest thing to do, but I think it looks fine. It looks decent. I am happy with it. Okay, so fight me. If you don't like it, then please don't tell me. Please don't tell me you don't like it if you don't like it, because I like it. Anyway, so we're gonna have this thing in here, and should be a good time. So I'm hoping it shouldn't take too long, because it really should just be adding. I'm not even going to say anything, because as soon as I say it shouldn't take too long, it's going to take forever. So let's not say anything like that. Let's just get through it, and then we'll move on and get other stuff in here. So let us gather some of these things. So I think what we need to do first is we're going to get in the rotating here. We've got this guy, and then we've got this back stone thing. So yeah, so this is what it looked like before, just like that. And then this is what it looks like now with this little stone thing. So nothing crazy, nothing that crazy, just I don't know. It's there. It's there. So let's open up and find ourselves, not on the cloud documents, I need on my computer. We need to go to this PC, downloads, Tomb of Vercilias, images, pictures, and we're gonna go to Portal. What was it called? Portal Puzzle Piece 21. Yes. Yes, that's the one. Oh dear. Good heavens. Good heavens, that's so small. Let's copy that. Let's delete that, paste that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I like to see. Let me put that below. That should be good. That should be good. That should be all right. Yeah. Should be all right. Well, I guess I'm going to write some mythology for the Talos family. Oh, sounds like a good time. Kind of came to an interesting shower thought while playing why graphics have lost their importance when it comes to games. My generation has lost all stages of graphics. My generation has all stages of graphics available to them and sees them all. There haven't been any really groundbreaking graphics, so we don't see as much importance in them, which is funny when seeing interviews from people after Oblivion trailer that this is really realistic. That's true. That is very true. See, like, you know, growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, yes, like, it was crazy the amount of, like, graphical, what would be the right term? Like the graphical progression of video games as I grew up was just absolutely wild to see. Like, I literally went from, like, playing, well, let's see, it's Prince of Persia DOS. Not shopping, I want images. Images, I tell you! Yeah, so, like, I went from playing games like this on PC. Let's see if it actually has the screenshots. Oh my gosh. No, get... I literally can't just... What? I can't even look at your website without watching... Yeah, no, thank you. No. I am never going there again. Anyway, yeah, so freaking this was like this was peak. I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful looking. This is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so going from that to even just like freaking Prince of Persia, just even from like what was it, 19? No, it's probably like early 2000s. It's got to be early 2000s. But yeah, like even this guy right here. What is happening? What is happening here? There we go. Let's see. Are there screenshots? Yeah, friggin'. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for the zoom in there. You know, if this wasn't big enough, don't worry. They'll allow you to zoom in. Beautiful stuff. Anyway, even seeing stuff like this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely fantastic. This is beautiful. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, then we go to what we've got today, which is absolutely wild stuff. So I get that. I 100% get that. Yeah, there's definitely not the leaps and bounds that it was going back in the day. So at the same time, though, that's honestly kind of... I almost feel like it's a little bit more fun because... at that point, you already know it's like, okay, if a game wants to look amazing, it's going to look amazing. And so you don't have to put like as much emphasis on, whereas back in the day, like the better it looked, it just meant it was a bigger budget, which meant it was usually a better game. Whereas nowadays it's like you can find sometimes the best games are the ones that look like they were made in the early 2000s or even earlier. Yeah, so that's I like that. Hopefully this is like forever. Boom, it'll take 3 minutes with my luck. I hope so, Quasi. I hope so. Nick says, hey, welcome, Nick. Glad you're here. Hopefully you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Been doing more isometric work. Oh, wait, yourself? If you have, that's a lot of fun. I do enjoy some good old isometric work. Posted in the art chat. Oh, I think we got to go take a look then. Quasi says, in just 10 years, we got from basic 2D tiles to full 3D worlds with bosses and many polygons. It's true. It's kind of crazy how quickly it went. Posting the art chat. All right, let's go take a look at art really quickly. Here we go. Let's go take a look at art. Oh, Nick, that is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks absolutely beautiful. Maybe I need you to make my color palette. That is an absolutely beautiful color palette. I need you to make my color palette. This looks fantastic. Yeah, I just... anytime we post anything, I'm like, all right, we're not going to look at my stuff anymore the rest of the night. Because, oh my gosh, this looks fantastic. Very beautifully done. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, very nicely done. Yeah, it's interesting to look at how many people viewed games back in the day. Sorry for making y'all feel bad, but I was 6 years old when the PS2 came out. You're good. How old was I? PS2 release date. Oh, okay. I was almost 10. I was almost 10 when it came out. It's really not that much younger, honestly. I didn't make the palette. Well, then you found an amazing palette because, yeah, it looks fantastic. Yeah, absolutely beautiful stuff. Especially when it comes to the topic of games having more bugs than back in the day. True, yeah. Well, that's the thing, though, is that, like, I almost feel like game developers have gotten more lazy nowadays just because they know that they can push out patches. They know that they can be like, oh, things are buggy right here, right now. That's fine. We'll just patch it out later. It's gonna be all right. We don't have to worry about it. And you know, then you just get a whole bunch of buggy mess and it's terrible. Whereas back in the day, what was on that disc, what was on that floppy disk, CD, whatever was on the media that they were shipping out, it had to be 100%. It could not be updated. That was what you had, and that was it. And I sometimes I kind of wish we could go back to that, where it's just like, no, make the game, make sure it's good, test it, and then ship it out, and just get it out there. No DLC. Just let me unlock the stuff as I go. The best way to go about it. 06, baby. Wait, no, I was born 6 years after the PS2 came out. Oh, 6 years after the PS2. Okay, never mind. You're making me feel old and bad now. 06, baby. Oh my gosh. I was a freshman in high school when you were born. Holy crap. Games back in the day did have bugs. They just either died because they were broken or people lived with it. I guess that's true. That's a good point. Because it wasn't save deleting. True. Yeah, they usually weren't. Yeah, they weren't game breaking bugs, but there were issues. There definitely were issues. Coco says, "Yo, welcome, Coco. Glad you're here. Hopefully, you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. I hope. Did you do anything exciting? Anything at all? If not, that's totally fine. Or if you just had a relaxing weekend, that is okay too. I'm always down for a good relaxing weekend. Okay, so that should be good on that thing. That thing right there should be good. Let's take a quick look. I just want to make sure. I know that it should be fine. Okay, even though we're close in number, we still have to go over just a little bit. There we go. All right, interact with the glyphs.
Mathradog wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Well, we gotta do some bicep curls and some chest benders and some stretches. Oh my gosh.
Mathradog wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
I suppose we can. Quit your yapping and work out.
Mathradog
all right.
redeemed Street.
We can do that. But hey, look at that. It's in there. It is good to go. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I love it. Oh, that one was a pretty easy one too. Working in the first half hour. I know it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it happens. I actually think that makes it feel a lot better actually having the things here. So I'm glad I did that. Okay, let's do some bicep curls, some chest benders, and some stretches, and then we are going to jump in and we're going to get the rest of this stuff in here. So let's do that really quickly. Let's crank the jams. Let's get onto this. Here we go. Yeah. All right. I've got 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And now it's time for the chest benders. Here we go. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. And now let's do some stretching. Let's go this way. Here we go. And the other way. Oh, and backwards. Boy. Oh. That was good. Thank you, Mathra. I appreciate that. Oh. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Let's see, Mathra says, I would make him work out in the first 5 minutes if I could, but I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That's fair. Beast. Yeah. At least trying to be. Nick says, it's the count from... Wait. It's the count from Game Dev Sesame Street. Oh, it's the count from Game Dev Sesame Street. Okay, that... I was like, what are you talking about? It's the count form Game Dev Sesame Street. That makes way more sense. And that's true. I am the counting game dev. Let's hear here. The Tactical Mindscapes over on YouTube says, dude, I become obsessed with these watching game dev streams. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, hopefully it is this stream here that you're obsessed with and not just anybody. I mean, watching game dev streams is a good time anyway, but I hope that we will have you here for the long haul. I hope. And I hope you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Typo? No, you're good. You are good, Nick. No worries at all. Just found this one in the algorithm. Yes! It's always a good time. Always a good time when that happens. Speaking of algorithm, I don't know what that thing's doing. Every now and then I just get like blown away by the algorithm. And other times I'm like, well, oh well. Well, I'm glad the algorithm helped you find us. Yeah, should be a good time here. We try and keep it fun anyway. Okay, so we got the pedestal. That is the top-down pedestal right here. So let's do. Oh, that's right. We got to switch over to the room. Here we go. So we got the orb there, and then we've got the details, and then we've got the pedestal, the room. Okay, so I think we just need the details and the pedestal itself. Let's copy that. We're going to create a new. Paste that. Let's resize. Oh, I don't want to save it. I want to resize it first to 400%. There we go. All right. And then I think we want to do images, pictures. We want to find. I think we're going to treat this as one of the decorations. We've got deco. How are we actually showing these things? That's what I need to remind myself of. Oh my goodness!
Welcome the Tolhan, your 4 amazing audience members.
Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. How was your stream? How'd things go for you? Hopefully things went well. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you here. For anybody new, I am Moonwood Games. We're working on a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG where the combat is based off of Blackjack, and we're making
an RPG maker. So, and apparently I have the voice of God. So, welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Most hosts over on YouTube says, does a triple backflip through window and shatters my skull. No, most hosts, please don't shatter
your skull. Please keep yourself safe. Well, especially while doing triple backflips. Those things are very dangerous. I've only done successfully 5 of them in my day, and yeah, very dangerous stuff. Very dangerous. All right. Okay, so how are we showing the stuff? So I mean, we've got the deco. Show quests. Where'd that thing go? Exploring new rooms. In the mini boss room. Okay, so we got all that stuff. Showing the monster. That's the hand. That's the monster's hand. That's the monster. That's the mini boss. In mini boss room. The dice. Items. Spawn room, trap, or chest. Okay, so then execute room traps and show chest. So these are common events. Execute room traps and show. Okay. So what about... Because essentially what we need to do is... Where's it showing the decorations? I think that's the biggest thing we need to figure out right now. So move the player icon. That's the whole animation things. Yeah, so up here, right here. Picture game variables. So, oh, decor. Show decor. There we go. It's right there. I've got a comment and everything. I should have seen it. Nick says, bros flexing. I've done 0 backflips. I'm just kidding. I have never done a backflip ever. I have done front flips on the trampoline back in the day. Back in the day when I was a kid, I did some front flips on the trampoline, but that was about it. 3x backflips are pretty, they're a lot. Yeah, I am not athletic at all. If anyone thinks for a moment that I'm athletic enough to have ever been able to attempt anything like that, I would be dead. I would not be here. You would not see me doing this game right now. I would be on the other side. So trust me, I never could have. I would have definitely shattered my skull if I were to try. I've noticed that your channel has gotten pretty popular in the last few weeks. It has, surprisingly, crazy enough. I don't know why. It's the craziest thing because like I was doing really well when I first started streaming. I was uploading stuff like literally like 7 to 10 videos, whether they were like shorts or long form content a week. Which was, I will say, admittedly, a little bit too much. It was a little bit too much. And so recently I have actually uploaded very little over the course of the past, honestly, like, since the new year, obviously. But even December, I feel like I did horribly. I had a few shorts that did really well, and that was about it. That was like it. And things kind of just like, had flattened off, and I was like, all right, whatever. I uploaded 1 short today. 1 short, I apologize, and it was freaking wild. What is happening here?
Benedict says,
oh no!
Next devlog when? BTW.
Next devlog. soon. Maybe soon. Why is it not pulling stuff up? There we go. Yeah, freaking. Okay, so I was on when was it? Friday? When did I upload that short? I uploaded my most recent short on the 16th. Yeah, so Friday I uploaded the short. I was at, I think, 3,800 subscribers. I was like, I'm getting close to 4,000. This is going to be great. And then I uploaded it. It didn't get, I mean, like, it did pretty well. But for some reason, the algorithm just, like, picked up the rest of my channel with that one shorts upload. I don't know why. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful. So for anyone who has been watching this, if anyone's new here or hearing this or whatever, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching. Yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely wild. I don't know why. But I'm happy that it did. You know, my latest JavaScript tutorial is not doing as well. It's got 60 views, but hey, so long as the views are coming from somewhere, even if it's shorts, which is what I know I've said this before, and I will say it again and again and again and again. If you are wanting to do like video creation in like any way, shape, or form at all, shorts I feel like is the best way to go. Like, yes, long form content is extremely important. You want to make sure you're uploading that, but make the shorts. The shorts are like, from what I've been able to tell, I mean, obviously I'm only a year into it. It's like, it's not like I am the end all be all. It's not like I know everything about content creation and all that stuff. I know very little, actually, absolutely very little. But I will say, if you are wanting to try, and I mean, you know, obviously ignoring the number on this latest video, just ignore that number. But yeah, if you want to grow, apparently shorts is a fantastic way to go. It's not always going to work. Obviously, like, I've had my fair share of shorts that have not done well at all. But yeah, it's just, you know, find your niche and upload shorts, because shorts are an absolutely fantastic way to have the algorithm kind of pick up your stuff and hopefully keep it going. Hopefully. So, but I do appreciate this. Thank you. I really need to pick back up streaming, but so far in 2026 hasn't been a good time for me streaming. That's fair, and I get that, especially coming off the holidays. Like, it can be difficult to actually get back in and do streaming, content creation, whatever, and anything like that. So totally understandable, no worries at all there. But yeah, it's I hope that you'll start feeling a little bit better about it soon. Let's see here. Back in the day on the trampoline, same. I did a half one once. I'm pretty sure that's just called landing on your head. But I'm proud of you, Medusa. I'm proud of you. Nick says, bro said he'd done 5 backflips in his life. Something like that. Let's see. The toll says, good. Today was my final day off work. Oh, like, since the holidays, on vacation for 4 weeks. Oh my gosh. I am jealous. I'm very jealous. Dedicated to trying to finish a vertical slice of my project. Didn't meet all of my goals, but still very happy with what I accomplished. That is absolutely fantastic to hear, the toll. Yeah, well, I hope you'll be able to finish accomplishing what you're setting out and aiming for. And yeah, so hopefully, even though you're going to be going back to work, I know that's going to take a little bit of extra time in your life, but hopefully you'll be able to actually, you know, reach the rest of the way there. That's awesome. You were able to make so much progress, especially in those 4 weeks. That is absolutely fantastic to hear. I love that. I love it. Speaking of streaming, I'm probably going to be trying to start doing that again soonish. Hey, Bathra, that would be absolutely fantastic. I will do my very best to be able to catch your streams. Next devlog when, by the way, definitely soon. Let's see. I'm sleepy. No worries, Cameron. Go get some sleep. Sleep is very important. Go get it. I was trying to think of a meme, but honest, just good vibes. That's it. Hey, good vibes is a good way to go. Let's see, over on YouTube, Tactical Mindscape says, what types of game design theory have you read that you implement in your work? I just finished reading The Art of the Game Development. I'm not a game dev. I write about gaming and neuroscience. Ooh, sounds like a good time. As far as like game design theory, I would have to think about that one. I feel like there's like so much that I've picked up, and this could be anything from like watching other people develop games, stuff that I've like just kind of figured out on my own. I don't know. It's never really been anything that like I've sat and studied, aside from just sitting and playing games. I've played a lot of games, and I don't know. Like, making games has always been something that I've wanted to do. I mean, I know that a lot of people have heard this. For people who are, you know, regulars on the stream, yeah, I've been using RPG Maker for like over 20 years now. So I got my first copy of RPG Maker 2000 back in like 2001. And I've you know, basically been using it since, so about 25 years. And it's something that like I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to make a game. I have always found some reason to stop working on a project, whatever it is I'm working on, either I'm like, it's just not good enough, or I move on to something else. And yeah, and so I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like officially like game design theory, but something that I've learned that I will say to anybody who is doing anything creative at all. This is whether you are drawing something, creating videos, music, games, whatever it is, anything and everything. The more that you can release to the public, I would probably say the better. Because as soon as you get more people appreciating what you're creating, and like, don't get me wrong, you are going to occasionally get those people who will not appreciate what you are putting out. But putting out what you are creating for other people to see and enjoy and partake in, it can be a huge driving factor in you continuing to create, because getting that feedback of like what people see, what people enjoy, and whether that is just positive feedback or if it's constructive criticism, that there's something there, knowing that other people have seen what you are creating, that can be a driving force. So I know it's not going to be like this for everybody, and maybe not everybody is going to, go off of what other people are saying. So if you're not the kind of person, don't worry about it. Do not think that you have to go in there and, release everything you are working on. But for me personally, and if you're anything like me, putting what you are working on out there, even though it's not done, and you're just working on it, it doesn't have to be streaming or anything like that, but putting what you are working on out there so that other people know about it can be a huge driving force, a huge catalyst behind you in like pushing you forward. Because I know that for me, in my head, I go, okay, other people have seen this game. Other people know that I'm working on it. Some people want to play it. Other people,
have voiced not so much. Here we go. This is going to be an absolutely serious cinema right here. Yes, so anyway, let people know what you're working on. Let people see what you're working on, and use that to drive yourself forward so that you can, I lost my train of thought. Hearing
sound in my voice in my head, not great. Anyway, so hopefully everything that everybody is working on right now, currently, will come to fruition. I hope so, with all of my heart and soul. So don't give up. If you're working on something, do not give up. You can pause, you can restart, you can take a step back, but do not give up, ever. Oh, there's the Discord. I was like, wait, who just joined the Discord? That would make sense. Welcome, Medusa. I'm glad you're here. Agreed. Well, I'm going to drop my thing that I'm working on that is not done. Fair. I would absolutely love to see it. I need to publish my book. You should, Cameron. Now, you could. But yes, we need each other. Absolutely. And here's the other thing too. Not the biggest reason. I always say the biggest reason. It's not the biggest reason. But one of the reasons why I wanted to create this community here was not only for myself, because like obviously it helps me to be able to have people, get the feedback, have people seeing what I'm working on, but I wanted to be able to create a community of like-minded individuals, people who are creatives, not necessarily game developers, but just creatives or people who enjoy like creativity, and so that can be physical artists, this could be digital artists, this could be music producers, this could be game developers, this could be video creators, editors, anything and everything, anybody being creative. I wanted to create a community like that so we can all stick together, give each other feedback, help each other to be able to continue to grow and move into bigger and better things. So so hopefully it is that. I hope, because if it's not, that will suck, but I hope that it is that. We are social creatures, and little bits of validation help us keep going for sure. So share your screenshots, guys. Absolutely. I would love to see everything that everybody's working on. All the reasons are the biggest reasons. Exactly. All the reasons. Every single reason is the number one reason. And as soon as I move on to the next number one reason, that is the new number one reason. Not necessarily saying that the other things are not the number one reasons. They're all number one reasons. I'm going to start playing more horror games because I hate scary stuff, and looks around and whispers, good for clip farming. That's true. Horror games are absolutely fantastic for clip farming. Can attest. Dakota says, hello. Welcome, Dakota. Glad you're here. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic weekend. Cameron says, would you guys like to see my writing? Absolutely, Cameron. Share it. I see many images. So many images. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of images. We're gonna get into this. Yeah. All right, let's see. Rule number one, all reasons are the number one reason when brought up. Writing? Yes, would absolutely love to see what you got, Cameron. Let's see, we got ourselves a David with a five stream streak. David, thank you so much for being here for 5 streams in a row. I appreciate that. Remember, everybody, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Dakota says, got sick and tired of my 2 gig, so I want to replace I went to place in the store and got a new laptop. Not as good, but got Windows 10 on it and 8 gigs of RAM. 8. Going from 2 to 8 is absolutely fantastic.
Says,
oh my goodness.
Triple backflip out of the other window.
And I would crack my head. Crack my head wide open. Would not be good. Would not be good. Laptop, yeah, no, and honestly, like that is absolutely fantastic for a laptop. But hey, that is fantastic. You're able to get from up to Windows 10, but then also getting 2 to 8 gigs of RAM. Absolutely fantastic upgrade. I need to upgrade my RAM as well. Yeah, I would say probably hold off unless you're buying a whole new computer. Probably hold off on the RAM. I mean, it is still driving up the price of computers in general, but yeah, don't buy RAM right now. Not a good idea. Unless you can get lucky enough and find someone like a Loki out there who is willing to sell you their used RAM at the same price that it was purchased a while ago. Probably not a good idea. Did someone say Windows does triple backflip out the window? You just got to do a triple backflip every single time you hear it. Good news, I can install all versions of RPG Maker. Hey, that is absolutely fantastic news. I know that you've been waiting. So I'm glad you were able to get a laptop that can finally install all the versions of Windows. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the show decor right here. So what we need to do is I need to check and see what's going on here. Oh my goodness, someone sent a video. Medusa sent a video. All right, we're going to have to go take a look at that. All right, so we got ourselves a decor here. So let's open up Photoshop and then let's move over to here. Hold that up, and then we're going to come in here, grab that, put that right there. And then I'm not exactly sure where we want to put this thing. Crap. Yeah, I gotta check on this. So we gotta go to room. Let's do this. 400%, copy that, paste that in there. Okay. Where's this thing gonna sit? Hold up. Room. Are the actual room? You should be. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so you are 8 from the top. So that is currently where it would be sitting. I think we want to move down just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. That feels good. That feels good. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be decor 11. There we go. Now, back over here. Over here in the RTG spawn, this is where we need to then check a couple things. The set exit spawn. Okay, this is where everything. Okay, so we're doing set the player spawn. Oh wait, what do we got? Oh my gosh. Did someone say Windows? I misclicked. I was trying to use the Discord and now I'm adding a friend. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. I was thinking about switching to MZ or MV. They're both $80 flippin'. Yeah, MV and MZ are a little bit pricey. I will say, as fantastic as they are, wait till they go on sale. They go on sale way too often to buy them at full price. So do not buy them at full price. Wait until they go on sale and then get them. Because yeah, you can get them on sale a lot of times for like 20-30% off. So that's what I would recommend. So not 20 or $30, not 20 or 30% off. You can usually find them for like 60 to 70% off. Sometimes even more if it's like a big holiday sale. I can't believe how boomer I am when it comes to tech as a software engineer. I mean, I feel like I'm also getting to that point. I'm in my mid 30s now, so it happens. It happens. Even though I'm an IT manager, and every now and then I also feel like I'm like, hold up now, hold up. Jonas says, hey yo, lots of people here. It's true, Jonas. There are a lot of people here chatting, which is a good time. Owner says, look at me, I'm highlighted. I love it. Also, does every Discord need 100 channels? Basically. No, the Discord started out very small. If I'm being completely honest, we only had a couple channels. Like, there are a few things in here that we could probably cut back on. We could probably cut back on some of these channels. Like, some of them are just a little bit overkill. Like, say, for example, like we've got Creator Corner, but then also community projects, and it's like, they're kind of the same thing. So yes, I'm probably going to go through and get rid of a few of these channels just because it's like, I don't think we need all of them. Anyway, I'd say probably the most common ones, just for anybody who's new to the Discord and wanted to know. So general is pretty common. You know, a lot of people post in common. Off topic is used sometimes. I feel like we can get rid of Lemonade on Main Street and beta testers wanted. Introductions, that used to be a bigger one. I feel like most people haven't done introductions when they've joined. And then, yeah, create a corner and art are used a lot. And then memes are used quite a bit. Media. Moonman clips, don't ever look at those. Those are usually just me saying stupid things and people clipping them. So we're not even going to worry about those at all. Those are just ignore those. And pets. Pets is another good one. Yeah, if you want to see some good, cute pets, make sure to look at the pets channel. Absolutely. They go on sale for very cheap. It's true, 100%. And even as a bundle for very cheap. Absolutely. Art for life. Okay, I did it. I sent it to discussions. Oh, nice. Let's have a look here. Oh my gosh, when was the last time anything was posted in discussions? December 9th. Was a while ago, but I like that. Here's a sneak peek intro into what I've actually been working on. Oh, let's take a look. Let us take a look. And I would full screen it, but I have a large monitor, and so I'm sharing a portion of that monitor here. So maybe let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna turn on displays, second monitor, and then we're gonna bring this up here. There we go. I'm gonna grab this, and then we can full screen this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like, Okay. So, and maybe this is just my my small brain here with, you know, my RPG Maker small brain going on here, but I feel like chess logic would be like an absolute nightmare to code. Is that accurate, or is it not too bad? But then, okay, so what do we? Because I noticed, so you got gold. I'm assuming that's what the G is for, is gold. And then I noticed, so back here, so you got these guys with prices. Is this like a chess? I don't want to say roguelike, but like, I was gonna say a chess strategy game. Obviously, chess is a strategy game. But are you able to like purchase pieces? I feel like you're gonna need to kind of tell us what's going on here, because this is wild to me. I love it. That looks really cool though. Regardless of me not 100% understanding it, it looks really cool. I do like that. Do you like the infinity going on here? Woo. Okay, that's we're done. Yeah, very nice. I like that. Yeah, anything that you could give us, would absolutely love to hear. Can you read through my writing? I'll probably do that off stream, just because I'm a slow reader, so I'll probably do that off stream, and then I can let you know what I think. I can even let you know on stream. It will be yes. I've been procrastinating. Oh, okay, that's fair. Clips like this? No, please, Loki. What do we got? What do we got here? Allow the player to put this in themselves. Yeah, that's the one. Allow the player to put this in themselves. That's the one. Allow the player to put this in themselves. That is the one. Oh dear. Whoops. I thought you muted. Oh no, I hope not. It's very Bellatra inspired. I love it. I love that. Different materials will have odds of breaking. Okay, that's pretty cool. So there's a risk/reward. I like that. I mean, I'm terrible at chess, so I don't know how good at the game I'm going to be, but that sounds like a lot of fun. You should see what I put. So you could find a rare Firestone Queen. That would be OP. Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to clip you saying it should not check Moonman clips, but it didn't save. Darn. Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to avoid that. Let's see, Dakota says, good news at the 64-bit. All I got was to do, wait. All I got to do was make a USB external drive for multiple ISOs. I believe there's something called Ventoy. Yeah, so there's Ventoy. There's also, oh my gosh, what is that other one called? It's, where is it? Where is it? Why can I not? Rufus. That's the other one. That's the other one. You can also use Rufus. Rufus is good for creating ISO like loaders and things like that. Installation media. I don't know what's going on would work. Wait. I don't know what's going on would work, but should I just get the regular engine or the net has C#? I make Godot. Oh, Godot. I don't know. I don't know if I would be a good authority on that, unfortunately. Whatever your heart tells you. Whatever your heart tells you would be the best way to go. Okay, all right. Regular. Yes, regular. Whatever's regular. Whatever Loki says you should get. Okay, so here's how this is going. So right here, this sets the player spawn. So it basically just picks a random location 1 through 60, and then so long as it is actually a room, then it moves on. It's like, all right, yep, there's the player spawn. So the next one, this is setting the exit spawn. So this again picks a random room, and then this is saying it's checking to make sure it's a room, and it's also checking to make sure that it is not where the player is currently at. And then it's, also checking a couple other things. So then we move on to here, which is setting the mini boss spawn. And then we've got spawning chests. Oh boy. And then don't spawn things in the spawn room. Don't spawn things in the exit room. Don't spawn things in the mini boss room. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab, we got this loop here. We got this loop here. Okay, so exit room. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just punched my microphone. Okay, so that is this guy right here. So let's just copy that. So this is going to be the set. Let's set the. Okay, we got to decide what we're going to call this. Let's just call it the orb pedestal spawn. So yeah, so set the orb pedestal spawn. Okay. So that's the mini boss spawn locations. We don't want to do that one. We want a whole other variable. So we just need a singular variable, which I'm sure there's got to be a spot where there's just an open variable, right? Right. Nope. Nope. No, I want to leave those open. Player skills, the cards, the skill tree. Oh. No! Okay, what do we got here? So we got the hand card suits, hand card pick value, hand card pick suit. Okay, so we got 809, 10, and 11. Yeah, we could do this. We could do the pedestal orb spawn. There we go. Pedestal orb spawn 1 through 60. Okay, now. This one shouldn't matter. So basically, this right here, this is game variables 523 is less than 55 and greater than 10. What is 523? Variable 523 is mini-boss spawn location. Okay. Okay, and then this one, so 85, I believe this
would be the exit 85. Yes, the exit spawn checker is 85. Okay, so do we need to actually check those? So long as that is less than 55 and that is greater than, or
so long as that is less than 55 and so long as that is less than 10. I think what we need to do is we need to say, probably what's going to work better actually is instead of having this guy, let's delete that. We're going to come up here. So that's the mini boss spawn. That is the exit spawn. We want to grab the player spawn. Let's put that in there. Cut that, put that in there. The reason being is because there's a couple other checks here to make sure that it is not spawning this in a room that doesn't have... It wants to check and make sure there's not a path forward in the room, which for the pedestal, that's not going to matter. Like the pedestal is just going to be in the center of the room, and yeah, that should be fine. So, yeah, so let's just have that. So set the, not the player's location. We're going to have this set the, crap, where was it? It was 5 something. 580 something. There we go. Pedestal orb spawn.
Artist says, well, by GTG, I hope that the rest of your stream goes great. Does one front flip out of door and heals skull?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Unknown artist, I appreciate you being here. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we will see you hopefully on the next one. So, till then, good luck. Whatever your heart tells you. Exactly, Medusa. Exactly. Have a good one, artist. Yes, absolutely. Discord was one of the first things I installed besides Steam and the browser that I like, Opera GX. Yeah, you got your priorities. You've got your priorities straight. Okay, good news. I can play my game, Gray Hack again. That is actually adding music to it. Nice. And the other computer creating game called Crumb. I love that. I love it. Okay, let's see here. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything else on the YouTube chat. I feel like sometimes I can get a little bit behind. Also, freaking, my nose has been so itchy. Again, I feel like it... Which is not great. Okay, so we set the spawn, 1 through 60. It just picks it randomly. And then we're just gonna say, if game variables 97 plus 100 times 4... greater than 0. Is that? So yes, that's basically, this is just making sure that it's a room. We don't want 100, we want 809. So if 97 plus 809 times 4 is greater than 0. Yes, because basically, so 97, so it's basically, because we have a variable in here. Let me just pull this up really quick. So starting at 97, and then we say times 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got the room layout. So as long as this is not equal to 0, which 0 means it is not a room at all. And then the layouts are 1 through 15. So if it's anything other than 0, then that means there is technically a room there, so it can be spawned there. So that is why we're doing that whole equation right here. So long as variable 97 plus 809, which is this number right here, times 4. So it's going to be, so if this is equal to room 3, then it's, 3 times 4. So if variable 97 plus 12 is greater than 0, so as long as there's a room in that variable, then it can allow it. The other thing we need to make sure, though, is we need to then also make sure of a couple other things. Because this is now spawning. So we need to check 523, because that is the mini-boss spawn location. So let's say script. No. Conditional branch, because, might as well. As long as game variables dot value. What was the variable again? It was variable 523. So as long as variable 523 is not equal to game variables dot value, and it was 809. 809, yes. Let's do 809 here. Whoa, 809 here, and then 523 here. So as long as you are not equal to that, then we're just gonna say, I wouldn't need to add any of that. So as long as you're not equal to where the mini boss is spawning, and as long as you are, so we've got mini boss. We've got the exit spawn, which is variable 36. As long as you're not equal to 36. Ah, crap. I think I also needed to... Yes. And... So the player spawn... Okay, so 100. So we've got 100, 36, 100, 36, 523. One hundred 36 523. Okay, so long as the orb pedestal spawn, so long as it is actually spawning in a room, and so long as it is not spawned in the player spawn room, the exit spawn room, or the mini boss spawn room, then we can break the loop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay. Let's check what is... Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think if I do function escape. Okay, good. Whew. I had to swap out my keyboard. My new keyboard that I just got started having weird connection issues, and so I had to swap back to my old Logitech keyboard, and for some reason, I don't know why, manufacturers love to have like the like hotkeys be the default over the function keys. And I don't care to refresh my page when I press F9. I want to open this up when I press F9. So yeah. Anyway, okay, so 80 whatever it was, 809. 809 pedestal spawn is in room 7. Okay, so let's check variable 523 first. 523 is 44. Let's check 100. 100 is 28, and then 36 is 46. Okay. Well, I mean, that was only one example, but that should be fine. That should be good. So, as long as that, I mean, we were able to get it to actually spawn, so I think we should be fine there. So that should be then setting where the pedestal is. That's variable 809. So then we come down here. Now this is making sure that it does not spawn anything in terms of items or monsters in those rooms as well. You should probably turn on function lock. I did, which is why I was like, that was that brief moment of me like, okay, how do I do this again? I had to hold down function, and then the escape key is the function lock, which is fine. It's fine. It's kind of frustrating that they default to that. But yeah, good times. All right, so I think we can just copy this guy right here, paste that. This is just don't spawn things in the pedestal orb room. We're gonna say 98 plus 4 times, crap, what was it, 809? 809, 809. And so then basically, so all of the monsters, items, anything like that have an ID of 1 through however many we're going to have. 0 means that nothing has been spawned, and then -1 means that we have checked the room and we've decided to either spawn something or not spawn something. So -1 is we've decided not to spawn something. So if we set all of these, so this is the monster, this is item 1, and this is item 2. So as long as we set these to -1, -1, -1, then that means when we come through here, which is this guy right here, this is then what actually spawns all of the monsters, items, decorations, all that stuff. And so long as we have then gone in and said, hey, set the item slots, both item slots, and the monster to be -1, then it just means, okay, if it's equal to -1, then just skip over and move on to the next one. So we should be good there. Now, come over here and go to decor. Show decor. So I think what we need to do, yeah, where is this thing again? So we've got spawn monster, spawn nothing, spawn item, pyro, geo, necro, hydro, spawning the traps, create room decorations. Here we go. Remove potentially spawned decor in exit. Remove it in there. Okay. Okay, so then here's what we need to do. I think. show decor. So spawn mini boss in mini boss room. So we're setting 98 plus 523 times 4. I mean, that should already be equal to that, but okay. So then change decor in mini boss room to be the door. Okay, there we. Okay, so yeah, we're in the right spot then. Okay, so then here this is going to say change the decor in pedestal orb room to be the, well, pedestal orb. Yeah, there we go. So we want to say 840 plus 809. Set it to 11, because if you remember when we were creating this, if we refresh this here really quick and then we go to the decor sections, so decor 11, which is the ID of this decor item, it will then spawn this in the room. Something else we actually need to figure out too. This is going to require just a little bit extra work, but as long as all of that is correct, which it should be, we should be able to then come in here and find. Let's change some things here in the HUD maker. Just dying a little bit, excuse me. Okay, so we're going to say, let's just copy this guy right here. Copy that, paste that. You are not 100, you're going to be 809. Refresh that. Okay, so the 32 should be where. So this is all just like internal. These numbers are not going to be here later. So basically, this is the player's current location, room 15. Room 32 is where the pedestal should be, and then room 42 is where the exit should be. So let us move up to room 32. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Okay, That's beautiful. That's just beautiful right there. Layering, everybody. Layering. That is okay. Oh, balls. I forgot that I did that. All right. Draco says, it's cool that I can play every single game in a series that started before I was even born. I mean, that's true. It's a good point. It's a good point. How do you keep track of all those variables? It's not easy. It is not easy, but there is actually a trick. So for anyone who uses RPG Maker, and if you want to know the trick, here's a trick. So, I mean, okay, first of all, the first trick that I will say, plan out your variables as best as you possibly can. I know that's very difficult when you are, building out your game from scratch, but what you want to do is, as you're going along, create, because like, here's the thing, you can create, I think, like 5,000 or something like that, maximum, pretty sure. Yes, you can have 5,000 variables in your game. So create as many as you think you might need, which I have increased this number quite a bit. I think originally, I think I said this to be like 500 variables, and we're now at 1,300. Only, I know, only 5,000 variables. But so the first thing that I would do if you're using RPG Maker, because the variables are, it's fine, it's not great. It's fine, but it's not great. So the variable selector is, it's very different when you're using this versus like actual coding, where you name your variable and then you can just access that variable from wherever you want. What you can do is section out your variables the best you possibly can. So yeah, if you'll notice, like I've tried to like section them out as best as possible. Like, so you get like backpack slots right here. You've got your backpack slot types right here. You got your card values, and as you move down, like you got these rooms, and it like moves down with like the room information, and then it moves into the spells, and then the random tomb generation script, and then the room pick IDs. The has been explored variables and like all this stuff's like, number one, I would say try to actually block out your variables and your switches as best you possibly can. Again, easier said than done, because like if you're building out your game, like you don't actually know exactly what you're going to need. That's why it's like, I would say, you know, if you are creating something and you're creating some puzzle or something like that, maybe even like as you're creating towns, like if you're using RPG Maker for, you know, actual RPGs, I would say the best thing you could do is set a block of 40 variables or 100 variables, however big the town is going to be, and be like, this is this town's variable block, and just be like, okay, from variable, you know, 200 to 240, that is going to be all the variables that this town uses. Maybe you'll go over, which is totally fine if you do, but that way you'll know in that block that is where your town's variables are. Now, if you don't want to do something like that, if you don't want to block it out, it's totally fine. What you can do in RPG Maker is you can do Control F and it'll pull up a find window. This is something that I actually learned just not that long ago, and I've been using RPG Maker for 25 years now. It is something new they added to RPG Maker MV and MZ, so like it's a newer-ish feature, but still, I had no idea. Like, it has been in here for 10 years, and I just learned about it like a few months ago. So yes, you can press Control F and it'll pull up a find window, and you can be like, I'm trying to find health. Where the freak is health? And it's like, oh, there we go. You got the Path Carver health. You've got, okay, that's, but if you go previous, okay, apparently health is a bad one. But if you look for like spell, you can be like, you know, find next, find previous, and it's absolutely fantastic. You can also do partial matches, word matches, full matches, all that fun stuff. So if you wanted to get a little bit more granular. So that is another thing. If all else fails, you can just come in here and do a search if you can remember the name of the variable, which I hope that you can. Anyway, so that's kind of how I keep track of everything. It really just helps just working on this all the time. It just kind of keeps it fresh in my mind. I'm sure you'll notice, like, if I'm going back to an old feature that I had built out a while ago, I have to kind of like remind myself how it actually works, so, and hope that I put comments of some kind. Because if I haven't, I kind of just have to like relearn how and why I did the thing that I did. So, you know, only 5K. Interesting approach. I'm spoiled by other engines, so this is kind of wild to me. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like it is very different. Like, here's the thing. When I was trying to first learn variables, because, you know, I was trying to learn variables outside of RPG Maker when I was younger, and I could not figure them out. I was like, what the freak is happening? Like, I don't get it. For some reason, the variables with RPG Maker helped it click for me, and then it helped click later down the line with like actual code, like actual like JavaScript variables and things like that. So I will say, while it's not the most intuitive thing, if you are a younger person, you're wanting to learn how to do game development, RPG Maker can be a good stepping stone in helping you learn how game development approaches, like how you would manage things, and then, you know, maybe give you like a very low level understanding of how like a variable would work, and then you can take that and like, you know, eventually evolve that into actual game development. Have you ever run out of variables? Just use an armor as a variable, but you can sell the armor. I mean, you technically could. Well, and here's the thing though, is with RPG Maker, especially with like MV and MZ, you can use JavaScripts, like you can create variables like that. So it's not like you're technically limited to 5,000, but yeah, so there are ways around it. RPG Maker is awesome for sure. I do love it. It is limited, and I know a lot of people crap on it, but I like it. I enjoy it. Okay, so the layering issue. This is going to be a fun one. So the trap, obviously, we just need to make sure that the trap does not spawn in there. So let's do that. That one should be easy enough. Remove potentially spawned decor in the exit room. So there's got to be somewhere. Execute room traps. Create room decorations. Spawning traps. Here we go. Okay, so this is basically saying don't spawn in the player spawn. Yeah, none of the player spawn. None of the player spawn. Those are... Oh my gosh. There's an example of me just copying and pasting the comment. Okay, so 36. Okay, so not in exit spawn. There we go. That's the exit spawn. And then this one, 523, would be not in guardian spawn. There we go. Oh, the things that I do. All right, let's copy that. And then we basically just need to come in here and then say not script, we need to go to conditional branches, script, this one in here. So as long as 911 is not equal to 809, we're just going to say not in pedestal room. And then we just cut that, paste that in there. There we go. Okay. Now there should not be any traps that spawn in the pedestal room. So that's good. That's good. Still kind of, you know, brings into question the issue of, okay, well, obviously it's not going to happen here because... okay. Yeah, what am I going to do here? So basically, here's what's happening. Also, the door was in front of it. True, true. Yeah, and that's going to be the next thing. Yeah, just make your own JavaScript variable. You can do that. You 100% can do that. Started to go down the rabbit hole in trying to count all my variables, use it in my C# game. No, not going to do that. I'm just trying to refactor. Don't do it. Don't do it, Chief Multi-Hat. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah, so here's kind of the problem. The problem we were having. The problem we're having is the door spawned on top of the pedestal as well. Now, the reason that is happening is because there's a lot of layering going on here in this room. So basically, here's the layering you have. So the walls and the floor themselves are a layer itself. Like that is an image layer. And then we have another image layer that would technically be the decor. So that would be the vines, the torches, things like that. Those all show up next. And then the next layer would be the doors. So the doors are actually a separate part of the map itself. Now the doors will show on top of everything. So they show on top of the walls. Obviously, you don't want the walls on top of the doors. So you got the doors to make it look like they're carved into the walls. And then we also have the doors showing up on top of the decor. That way, if we have like vines that run across the wall, they're not going to run across the door. They'll show under the door. So hopefully it shouldn't feel too bad. So the problem there, though, is that the pedestal is on the same layer as the decor. So we've got a couple options.
For the
oh
follow,
my goodness.
Amelie_Delran.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So, what are we going to do here? Oh my goodness.
We reached our followers goal of 440. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Especially Amelie Delran. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. And thank you for getting us across that line to the 440. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And Legender Dev says, good morning, super duper early. I was going to say, this is super early for you. Good morning. Happy you're here. How was your weekend? Hopefully things went well for you. Maybe just have the pedestal always spawn in a room without a forward door. And we could do that. We absolutely could do that. The only thing there is... So that's kind of how we have the mini boss room spawning. And that's how we have the exit room spawning as well. Which, like, not to say we're not going to have enough, you know, rooms that don't go forward. We could also just have the pedestal be like its own thing. Because it's technically not really like a room decoration. So we could have this show up above the doors, the decorations, stuff like that. And that way we could still have decorations in the room with the pedestal. I think we might go that route. I think we might do that. Just reached 500 on the weekend. Nice. Very nice. That is absolutely fantastic, Ginger Dev. Very nice. Yeah, it's big weekend for you. Big weekend for me. Yeah, it's I mean, not so much on Twitch. Like Twitch is one of those ones that like I grow slowly but surely, but YouTube has been a bigger one this weekend. Yeah, it's been freaking wild. Actually, let me now I wonder, now that it's been a full weekend, I wonder, analytics, subscribers. Oh, I can only do 7 days. That's dumb. Well, I mean, in the past week, it's been 300 subscribers over the past week. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that is awesome, Legender Dev. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to catch up to you over here with the followers on Twitch. That'd be fantastic. Amy, my daughter, woke up to pee 50 minutes before she was meant to wake up, so I decided to get up since I crashed out when she went to bed, so I had 8 hours of sleep. I mean, as long as you've had your 8 hours of sleep, that's all that matters. Like, that is absolutely fantastic. But I get that. I totally get that. Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun to have little ones getting up, needing to pee. Yeah, it's. I'm trying to remember how old your daughter is. Yeah, so my daughter, so she's 4. And we still have like a little like training toilet in her room. So that way, if she does wake up in the middle of the night, she can just get up and go to the toilet in her room. Because we have to make sure that her door is locked. Otherwise, she just comes straight out of her room. So we have her door locked. We're like, have your toilet. That way, if you wake up early, you can just go to the bathroom in there, and we'll just call that good. So I'm hoping one day she'll be better, and we can just not have to lock her door. That way, she can just come out whenever she needs to and go to the bathroom. But I don't know. We'll see. But 4 is a fun age. 4 is a very fun age. I mean, it's supposed to be the center of attention. That is true. It is supposed to be the center of attention. Although, I am also now just realizing this. We also need to figure out what image layer we're going to have, because I want to have the orb on there as well. Yeah, I think this needs to be like its own whole thing instead of just using the decor layer. So, let's come in here, and we're going to come all the way down here. So I think actually what we're going to do, we can still have all of this stuff, because this is just making sure there's no monsters or items that spawn in the pedestal room. So that's fine. So we just need to come over here to the spawn monsters / items / traps. So this one here, this is specifically for the traps. Now the traps can spawn in here. That's totally fine. We don't need to worry about that. This one down here, change decor and pedestal orb to be the pedestal orb. We don't want to do that, though. Yeah, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is delete that, get rid of it, and then here on page 4, this is when it's actually loading the room itself. So right here where it's showing the decor, this is what we want to do right here. So show decor. This is if show quest menu is off. Okay, hold up. What is going to happen? So if I turn on my quest menu, I think I've maybe discovered potentially what that other bug was, where the torch would stop flickering. Maybe. Do I just get rid of that and move it into there? If that's the case, frickin' so help me. Oh my gosh, I think that's what it was. Oh, if that was seriously the bug, I'm glad that I found it, but oh my gosh. Okay, well there we go. Okay, yeah. Freaking that was the freaking worst. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea why that was the case, why I couldn't recreate that bug. I was like, what is happening? Why it is like sometimes this thing freaking stops animating in some rooms and other rooms it starts. It's because it was not okay. All right, we're done. We're good there. Okay, so right here, show decor, and then what we also want to do is we want to have a second one here. This is going to be show pedestal orb, pedestal and orb. Yes. How are we?
Dominating.
We are dominating. We are dominating in here. Dakota says, at least if I want to go more in depth into 2D, I don't have to use RPG Maker. And now I got to Godot, yay me, but I'm pretty sure that with my computer, I still got to watch out on the big game, on how big the game is. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you don't want to go too crazy, even though you got a nice new one. Don't go too crazy. All good news, if I can burn the CDs, I found a couple of not the ones that I thought I had, but rewritable discs I can always use. Yay me, yay. That is super exciting, Dakota. Very awesome. I love that. You know, if you ever play a horror game on stream, the metal pipe sound effect would be amazing. Actually, fun fact, I did play a horror game on Halloween. I played Phasmophobia on Halloween, and it was kind of scary. It was, not gonna lie, it was kind of scary. I actually also had an actual jump scare redeem that people could redeem, and like it would play like a loud sound in my headset and would pop up a whole thing on my screen. It was made me jump a few times. I'm not gonna lie, it made me jump. And yeah, the metal pipe I don't remember if anyone ever dropped the metal pipe. I don't remember if anyone did, but you know, still good times. Oh my gosh, do you know, I just realized I did not pull up. How could I be so foolish? Whoop. Get this pulled up real quick. Hey, look at that. We got the guys down here. We got them all. We got the crew back. The crew is back. I completely forgot to launch that thing. That is my bad. And Fair Winkling with the Twerking Ducks. Welcome, Fair Winkling. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. How's life going for you? I do wonder if you could put a 3DS ROM on a CD. I'm sure you could. I'm sure it's possible. I don't know how to get it to work, but I'm sure it's possible. Okay, yes. So now we just need to decide what images are we going to be able to use for this. So no monster should ever be in this room. So we could technically use any of like the monster images and the card. The monster is 25. So the decor and the trap. Oh, that's old. Okay. Decor / room. Okay, so the decor / trap / exit is 3. So the room is 2. Image layer 2. The decor, the traps, and the exit door is 3. The doors are 4. So anything above 4 should be good for the pedestal. So I think we could technically probably use 23 and 24. Pretty sure. I hope. Can you use the HUD and door? Move the HUD and doors up. So I could change their basically like Z axis, but I think what we should be able to do, because I have them pretty far down on the Z axis. Well, the Z axis of RPG Maker. I have them far down on the layering. So we should be able to show things over them pretty easily. So I think if we use image layer 23 and 24, because those seem to be unused now. So we should be able to do the pedestal, and then this one should be able to be the orb. That should be good there. Oh my goodness.
Welcome Kurt Mungus and your 5 amazing audience members.
Kurt Mungus, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Kurt, how'd your stream go? Hopefully things went well for you. The Mungus raid. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate that. Yeah, how'd your stream go?
Thanks for the follow, Kurt Mungus.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that, Kurt Mungus. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth, which is always a good time. But yeah, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And Major Violet 1, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yeah, how'd your stream go? How'd everything go for you? Hopefully things went well. Excuse me. For anybody new here, welcome. I am Moonwood Games. We're working on a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG where the combat is based off of Blackjack, and we're slowly but surely making progress. Slowly but surely. We're coming along. We're coming along. So yeah, so I think we use the image layer 23 and 24 for the pedestal and the orb. So I think we can come over here and we can just say on this page, we just want to say, so show decor, show pedestal and orb. So long as, let's do conditional branch. So as long as the game variables dot value, so 100, that is the player's location. So as long as 100 is equal to game variables dot value 809, which is where the pedestal would go. So long as the player is in the room with the pedestal, then we can do this thing. Then we can show the pedestal and orb. So this is going to be image layer 23. Crap, was 23 the pedestal? 23, yes, okay. Just wanted to double check. Before we go too deep into this. So 23 is going to be decor. I mean, I guess this could just be yeah, we don't have to do this based off of any variables because we're just showing the pedestal. Let's come over here. So the pedestal is decor 11. Show it at those coordinates. Okay. Now we should be able to show image layer 24, and this is going to be, I believe it's item 4? 104, that's right. Item 104. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a 3-digit number. Item 104. Now where we're going to show item number 4, that is up to this guy right here. Let's do 400. I'm going to show the orb. There we go. See, Kurt Mungus says, stream was a long session of rambling and yapping. Was doing some game dev too. I feel like that's basically what happens here is, yeah, just long sessions of rambling and yapping with a little bit of game dev. So, you're in good company. You are an absolutely fantastic company. Yeah, it's, I feel like in terms of the fact that this stream has been going now for an hour and a half and there's not a whole lot we have to show for it yet. Should give you a little bit of an indication on what actually happens here. So I do appreciate the raid though. Thank you so much. And if you get a raid and run, totally understandable. No worries at all there. But yeah, if you want to hang out and you know, even if you want to kind of chat about it a little bit, what you got going on, I'm also going to give you a shout out. So if anyone has not already gone and started following Kurt, would be absolutely fantastic. Make sure to go follow Kurt Mungus, not Mangus. And yeah, fantastic stuff. Loki says, I am back to working on a game. I know I said before that I was theory crafting some ideas, got most of the core mechanics planned out, now just working on getting a rough gameplay model set up. That is absolutely fantastic, Loki. What kind of, is there like a rough idea of like what you're going for? What's the engine? All the good stuff. Give us the deets on that. Kurt Mungus says, hit the 6-hour mark and didn't have much to show for it too. The amount of times that I have reached my 4-hour mark, because I usually cut it at around 4 hours, just because, you know, I stream later at night where I'm at. You know, it's 11 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock at night where I'm currently at, and so I usually stream till about midnight. The reason why I cut off is because then I have to get up for work the next day, usually like 5.5 hours after that. So, you know, I try not to go too late, otherwise it just cuts into whatever little sleep that I get. So, you know. You should know the engine. You're using RPG Maker, aren't you? I knew it, Loki. That is an absolutely fantastic decision. I will head off now. We'll make sure to hop in your streams. I appreciate that, Kurt. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to catch one of your streams as well. Yeah, be absolutely fantastic. So I do appreciate the raid. Thank you. And hopefully have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. RPG Maker. You couldn't be more wrong. Dang it! I thought I was onto something. Loki. Let's see. Dakota says, I think there are not WR. Oh, rewritable, actually. Well, that's fine. Excel? You know I only make games in Excel. See, Mathra knew what was up. Okay, so then if we come back over here, but that is super exciting though. So again, we need the details. What new masterpiece are you going to be creating in Excel? No, it's in Godot, as always. Oh, okay. All right. Still though, what kind of masterpiece are you going to be working on in Godot? I would love to hear. About it. Okay, so 640, 182. 640, 182. Let's come in here, actually. I need to go to decor. I'm going to grab this guy right here. Go in here. Just want to make sure I get this lined up. Crap. Wait, no, we do not want to do that. It was 640, 132, right? 640, 132. I sure hope so. That is not correct. It would not be 132. That would be way too high. All right, where are you? 182. Dang it. So close. Okay, so we move down 182. You're right there. Oh, that's why it still feels so high. Okay. Yes, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Oh, but that's also probably not correct either. That's right, because the room itself is actually here. Okay. Yeah. So that would be probably a little bit too high. No, that is the correct one. Okay, so let's. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is where we're at. Okay, good to know. Is that correct? I mean, it's got to be. So we should be good. Should be good. Okay, so the orb. So the orb we're gonna put like right here. So the orb is gonna show at 640 by 138. 640, 138. Okay. That should all be good to go there. So as long as you are in that room, then we show that. Now 23 and 24. Now where am I actually erasing those pictures? That's the initialization. This is when you are leaving, walking away. .24. So let's also add image layer 23 that it deletes. There we go. The Ginger Dev says, how you doing, bud? How has your stream been? What you working on? So the stream is going well. I missed my last stream. I was not feeling well last Thursday, which would have been my last stream. And but yeah, this stream has been pretty good. We're working on getting a pedestal put in here for, and I can kind of show you kind of what we got going on. So basically, and I'm trying to remember if you were here on the last stream when we took care of this. So basically, in the tomb, there is a way to exit, which is basically activating a teleportation portal here. So eventually this will look slightly different. Basically, as you're going through, you need to find a room where this purple orb thing is. You'll collect it, put it in your, put it in your inventory, and then I am so sorry. And then you will, eventually come over here to the portal. And then when you interact with the glyphs, it will pull up this little puzzle thing. This is the second time it has done this where it has just spawned on the correct spot. Let's just pretend like it spawned like this. So yes, basically you would then take this orb and you would put it in here. It'll click into place. Okay, I don't know where it went. I think I know where it went. Pretty sure I know where it went. Yeah, pretty sure that, crap. Dang it. That's fine. That's fine. It should be all right. I think what we need to do is I need to come in here. Dang it. Let me just see if I can fix this really quickly. I'm pretty sure if I come over to this piece, pull it up in Photoshop, and let's just take a chunk out of this thing. Let's just go like, I don't know, 100 pixels. Center that thing. Deleted. Save that. I hope that was the right one. Refresh. Portal. Yes, okay. That should fix that. So I should be able to come over here and pull that back up again. Just ignore all that. Just pretend like that never happened. That never happened. That was all a part of the plan. Okay, so now let's go find room 35. Let's come down here to 35. And then if we interact with the glyphs, then if we pull this guy up and then we come over here and we go bloop, That's what it's supposed to look like. There we go. And then you're supposed to be able to like finish the puzzle here and then be like whoop, and then it's like whoop, and then it fills up and activates the portal, and then you're good to go. So basically we're working on where you will actually find that little purple gem, basically the orb. And so he says that's what we're working on currently. So as of right now, if we go and actually check, let's go to room 4. It looks like that's where the pedestal should be spawned, is in room 4. Let's head down, over, of course, up, over, down. Okay. I want to be right there. Just let me get right there. Come on. Okay. There it is. Hey, look at that. It popped up. And if you leave, why isn't that going? I don't know why. But hey, look at that. It's working. Kind of. It's in here anyway. Technically, it's in here. So that's a happy day. Okay, now that's what? What? Why does it animate sometimes and sometimes it doesn't? Okay, so if I come in here and then I leave, it's still animating. Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, okay, cool. So, yes, so we got the pedestal now spawning in here. It looks like... Okay, that's what I was fearing. Okay, so we need to have both the orb and the pedestal move down 2 pixels, I'm pretty sure. I know you can't see it now, but I can see it better. And that's what matters. Okay, yeah, so they just need to move down 2 pixels. That's all. 2 pixels. Here we go. So anyways, that's what we're working on. That's what we're trying to get worked out and moving along. So hopefully should be a good time. Okay, so you're going to be 180 and you're going to be 136. There we go. Move down. No, that's moving them up. We don't want to move them up. We want to move them down. So 184 and 140. That should be correct. Awesome. There we go. Let's see here. You know what? If you hit Windows and D, you would open a new desktop. That's true. You do. Well, yeah, the Windows Shift D. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the desktop modes, though. Not a huge fan. Logan says, well, it's going to be a collection of games, but they are all wrestling themed. Might even make the Excel Wrestling Manager and bring it into Godot. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. But this one is a card game. You'll choose between a set of 3 actions. If your actions are a combo, you will create a combo card. Think Legend of Legaia. If you ever played. I don't think I've ever played Legend of Legaia. That sounds like a lot of fun. I really like that. New build is out for the alpha, and it's radically different than last time you saw it. Oh, well, Ginger Dev, I'm gonna have to take a look because I would love to see the changes you've been up to. That animation is looking great. I appreciate the toll. Thank you. Yeah, it took a while. It took a while to get that animation just right, and I think it turned out all right. I still think that I need to spend a little bit more time on it, but we should be all right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna absolutely butcher your name. Are you ready for this? Laciano Elmida says, yay! Hopefully I didn't butcher it too much. Welcome. Glad you're here. It is yay. It 100% is yay. It's a good day. It's a good day to be an RPG game dev. Okay, so show the room in the POV. So this is showing the actual orb in the pedestal. So basically, here's what we need to do. So now that we have shown that, we need to make some adjustments here. So let's come over here and grab this guy. We need to throw this in right there. And we need to say... Do I want to add easing? Yes. Yes and no. Yeah, I do. All right, so we're going to say 24. We're going to do quad in, out. So it's a slow start, slow end. Then we also want to rotate image 24 at 1 speed. I might make it a little bit slower, but that should be all right. Should be fine. Just a little bit butchered. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm so bad at names, so I apologize. I will call you. What would you like me to call you? or if you want to correct my pronunciation, you can do that as well. And I'll see what I can do to not butcher your name the next time. Okay, so we're going to rotate the picture. We're going to change the easing, and then what we need to do is over here on the room decor animations. So this is if room decor animations is turned on. Crap. We can't really use this because if we're going to have other decorations in here, then we can't rely on this event to do this as well. Dang it. Okay. Well, kind of what I was thinking we could have done was I was thinking we could have basically the orb like slowly kind of moving up and down. And that's not gonna happen. Unless we want to create a whole other event that is taking care of the actual animation itself. Because we could add to this cluster of events that is currently doing things, where basically what we would do is we would just say, let's say over here, page 4. So we would turn it on the rotate image, we would turn the picture easing on, and then we would just say script, game, crap. I don't remember what it is. What is it again? Where are you? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Self switches. I can never remember the exact verbiage of it. Game self switches dot set value. Okay, so we want to say 9 A to true. There we go. Oh my goodness, what the?
Footlongicicle gifted 10 subscriptions to the Moonwood Alliance.
Footlong Icicle, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Holy smokes. 10 gifted subs is wild. Oh my goodness.
We reached our
thank you.
goal of 10. Thank you, everyone.
We reached our goal of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. I need to find out why this goal right here is inaccurate. But thank you so much, Footlong Icicle. You are absolutely fantastic. I appreciate that. Thank you.
For the moon.
Oh, we also got ourselves a hype train. Thank you. I do appreciate that. So thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. I do appreciate that. I know that I've said that I appreciate it, and thank you so much. But thank you. Let's see. Nick says, I am so happy the winter break has started. Oh, that is very exciting stuff. Very exciting. Hopefully it'll be a good break. Look says, yo! And Jonas says, hey! And Matthew says, ooh, shiny. And no problem. I do appreciate it, though. So thank you. Nick says, yo! Did you get a raid? I was out. No raid, just gifted subs. So, yeah, congratulations, everybody who got a gifted sub from Footlong Icicle. Everybody, let's make sure to get some 07s in the chat for Footlong Icicle. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. Looks like some absolutely fantastic people in here getting gifted subs. So, yeah, thank you. Just reading through names really quick. Okay. Let's see. Yo, Nick. You did get a raid, a small raid. I guess that's true. We did get a couple raids. We did get a couple raids. But if you were meaning the most recent thing, yes, that was an absolutely fantastic, beautiful gift from Footlong Icicle. So thank you. It was Icicle once more. It was Icicle once more. Always coming in here, giving the gifts. We should just call you Footlong Icicle Claws. Of all the gifts you're given. It's a much easier game to explain verbally than it is to type it out, but the second game will be an auto battler style. I love it. I've always wanted to make an auto battler, and I was dared by Axel. So one of these days I will make an auto battler with within the whole Tomb of Vercilias world. I was trying to think of the right word. Low-key overshadowing us. It's true. Overshadowing, overhanging. Don't read too much into that one. Okay, so what would the event be? The event would be, let's go down, I guess just right here. We'll just call this one the orb animation. So this way we can at least see what it looks like. If we're a fan of it, great. If not, we don't have to worry about it. All right, so long as it is turned on, then we're just going to say, we're going to move the image. And I am too lazy, so we're just going to grab this right here. Script, we're going to move image layer 24. And then let's set the X and the Y. Well, the X is going to be 640. That one's easy enough. And then the Y, this one I'm going to be, again, even more lazy about. And we're just going to say set the Y to be equal to game screen dot picture 24 dot underscore Y minus 24 pixels. Yeah, sure. Over the course of 60 frames. And then we will wait 60 frames. Let's wait 61 frames. There we go. Wait 61 frames. And then we're going to say set it to that Y plus 24 over the course of 60 frames. Wait for 61 frames. And then it just loops through again and again. Not lazy, efficient for the current purposes. Exactly. Exactly. It's I'm just being efficient. I'm just copying the code that I've already written so many times before, and I'll just copy it, paste it, adjust it as I need, and then we call it good. Okay, so long as that switches on, then it will move the picture up and down. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. If it looks terrible, then we'll get rid of the whole moving thing. It'll basically do what the cards are currently doing with that up and down, you know? Oh! I was like, it's not moving at all. That's because we need to come over here to 43. Oh, looks like the hype train ended. We've got ourselves a emote. I'm spiraling. Well, there we go. Happy day. Happy days there. Okay, so in here, we need to have you adjust this one for variable, for event 43. 43, A to true. There we go. Now it should actually be animated. Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully, it looks okay. Let's go to room 16. Oh, dear. Okay. It's too much. It's a little bit too much. It's too much movement. What if instead of that many pixels, let's do like minus 12? 16? Maybe we do 16 pixels. That one maybe should be better. Maybe. Let's see, Draco says, earlier I wondered if I could put Monster Hunter 1 on DVD, and it seems like I can, which I should have expected as it was for PS2. I mean, that's true. That's true. It was for PS2. I guess that makes sense. You could. Still fun, though. Still a good time. It still just feels like it's just moving too fast, you know? I don't know. Is it worth it? I almost feel like no. It just feels like there's something off with it, you know? And I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's the rotation speed? Huh. I don't know. Draco says, but you can buy a 100 pack of 4.7 gig DVDs and a $20 external DVD burner to connect to my PC. True. Let's see. Lousy Lau says, is it too fast because it rotates too slow? Well, so the rotation is pretty slow, but I was mostly meaning like the up and down animation felt like the up and down feels too slow, too fast, and the rotation felt too slow. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna say 121 here, and then 121 there. That should be better. That should be better. Loki says, I guess not. What? I guess not what? I guess not what? What do you guess not? Oh, was there something you said? It's a much easier game to explain verbally. Okay, so I read that one. Loki overshadowing us. Overshadowing or finally being acknowledged. Okay, I did miss that one. I did miss that one. That's my bad. But I'm acknowledging you now. I'm acknowledging you now. When I have the space, I should do it with for archive. Put Po. My PC doesn't even need the USB optical drive. I just have one in its bay. I used to have one on my old computer, and then I was like, you know what? With this new one, I don't think I technically need one. Okay, that one is a little bit too fast of rotation. But I do think the up and down feels a little bit better. So I think maybe instead of having this be there, let's set this to be here. Okay, I think that should be better. I hope. Again, we're not going to spend too much time on this, even though we've spent too much time already. I think that feels decent. Yeah, I think it feels all right. I think that's fine there. Yeah. It's not the best thing in the world, but, you know, should be all right. Okay, now we need to make it... Oh, dear. Okay, now we need to make it so you can't put items in there. Or at least not... You can't put items in there that aren't the orb. Because I'm trying to think, and maybe we make it so you can actually put the orb back if you want. Maybe. Purposes? Oh, for archive purposes. That makes way more sense. Thinking better, it's too fast for hovering, seems more like flying. Yeah, I think having it go like slightly slower on the up and down. Try every 120 frames. Yeah, I think 120 feels good. And then I think the current rotation feels all right. We may slow the rotation down more as well now. But I think going with two seconds to move up and then down feels fine. The rotation maybe feels like slightly too fast, but like we might adjust that as time goes on. Maybe if it paused a little before proceeding from time to time, just an idea. Maybe we could do that. As far as like making it more random, maybe. But what we could do is like have it go something along the lines of, so this is moving it up. And then we can have it come down. And then if we waited for like 130 frames. So that way it sits on the down longer. And then as it goes up and then comes back down, sits up and then down sits. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll see what happens. Well, yeah. I think that's fine.
Did you know that a water molecule has more hydrogen atoms than there are stars in our solar system?
I did not, but I'm also not surprised. Freaking, once you get down to the molecular level, it is absolutely wild what you see. It is crazy. So that doesn't surprise me, but it is still cool. I like that. All right, so I think that's fine for now with the animation. If we can always go back and adjust the animation as we need. It's just like little bits here and there, so just kind of dialing it in as we go. That'll be the eventual beautification step of the game, where we want to make sure that everything just looks and feels 100%. That's what we'll get to eventually. For now, though, let's do holding. Let's do. Nick says, buddy. Yes? A singular molecule of water has 2 hydrogen atoms. And don't distract me when I'm focused on other things, Nick. I don't appreciate the hostilities going on in here. I mean, so what you've said is not wrong, but what I technically said was also not wrong, because things do get wild on the molecular level. I heard what you were saying, but I didn't fully understand it, all right? I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. Don't make fun of me. Speaking of water molecules, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. How many stars were in those in that water? I know I couldn't tell you. Apparently. And there's a sun as our only star in the solar system. I get it. I get it now. Again. I never claimed to be smart. I actually know that I'm not smart. So, in my defense. Let's see here. Okay. So this is... I think this is where we actually need to put all of this. Yeah? Let's just create a new one, shall we? 94 is greater than or equal to 0. And if 36 is not equal to 100... Oh, okay. Let's actually do that then. So we're also going to say, and if game variables dot value 100 is not equal to game variables dot value 908. 809. 809. That's the one. 809. That's the one. There we go. There we go. Now, somewhere in here, this is again, I'm not sure. No, somewhere in here. Item interactivity, placing items. Is there an if or an else on here? There is an else. So if one is okay, so that is just okay, that's the X and the Y. Okay, cool. Item 1, item 2. Okay, so those are the item slots. 5-2, 5-3. Current room. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we also need to have all of this. Dang it. Okay. That's fine. That's just gonna be not fun. So all the way over here. So yeah, so that's the X and the Y. X and Y, X and Y. And if game variables 94 is less than or equal to 0. And if 36 is not equal to 100, and if 920 plus 100 is equal to 0, and if game variables dot value 100 is not equal to game variables dot value 809. So that's basically just saying so long as the player is not in... As long as the player is not in the room with that. And I hope that is correct. So we should be able to come over here and do the same thing. Paste that. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. VMT TMV says, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. How was your weekend? Hopefully things went well for you. Let's go find room 45. Now, if I try to put something in the room, okay. I did it for items only. Okay, so I can't put any items in the room. Cool.
Thanks for the follow, Samrun_.
Samrun, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I can still put dice in here, which is not ideal, but that one's easy enough to fix. I just fixed it for the items, so I just wanted to make sure the items were good to go here, which they absolutely are, which is great. That is great. I don't think I'm going to make it so you can actually put the orb back. We could, but meh. Okay, so that one was 100% not animating. Room decor, so decor animations. Why was it not animating? There's so many weird things going on there. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so the next thing is going to be coming in here. And this is the pickup here. So the pickup with this one, did I create a whole new one or did I just add? I think I just added to this one. Yes, it was this one right here. So as long as 100 is not equal to 809. Copy that. Come over here to picked up. And we should be able to grab this one. Yes. Come down here to the very end. I'm just going to say as long as 100 is not equal to 809. Should be good to go there. Now for the release, we need to come down here to the room slots. Room slot 2, room slot 1. So down here on room slot 1. Just get rid of you. We don't need you in there. I don't know why I keep adding those in here. Okay, so copy that. Then we come over here to released. Let's find the rooms. That's backpack slots. Okay, so current room 1. So X and Y, X and Y. Okay, then it goes through all of that. So what we should be able to do is come all the way here to the end, paste that, and then we should be able to come down to here, do the same thing, because this should be room number 2. Just double check. Current room number 2. Okay, awesome. Okay, save. Now, we should be able to come over here, and we should not be able to put dice in that room. Let's see. Let's go over to room 7. There's a lot of moss. Oh, there we go. All right. That was my bad. That was my bad. I knew it was going to happen, but still my bad. Still my bad. Okay. I love the animation, but I don't know. Nah, that should be fine. Okay, let's just say self switches, so we need to grab you. So when you try to leave, we want to come in here, set you to false. We also don't, yeah, we can't use the Y position because as soon as there's any bit of Y position, it's going to freak out. I think. So yeah, VMT TMV says, on the notion of obvious and silly facts, it took me far too long to realize percentages are reversible, but it's like the best thing since sliced bread. Agreed. Agreed. And thanks, weekend went swell back at you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good weekend for me as well. Lassie Lau says, I regret suggesting to increase the rotation. No, you're good. Actually, the rotation is like the only safe one. So here's the thing with RPG Maker. It can be a little bit weird sometimes. So it's actually the bobbing up and down of the image that's the problem, not necessarily the rotating. Because with RPG Maker, you can tell it to just start rotating an image, and it will just continuously rotate for now until the end of time, basically. But the problem is that I manually have to tell it to like move up and down, right? That's the whole bobbing animation, and it's something that has to be like manually put. Like I can't just say like, this is the animation, just play the animation. So that is the issue currently, is the actual up and down. So I'm trying to decide what's gonna be the best way to go about it. And I think probably what we're gonna do is, I think over here, I'm not 100% sure if this will actually work, but let's give it a shot. So I think what we can do here is we can say, if game variable, no, not game variables, if game screen dot picture 34, essentially, I believe that what that should do is, if you're just saying if game screen dot picture 34 is basically just saying, so long as there is a picture number 34, so long as it exists, do this thing. If not, don't do the thing. Pretty sure. I hope. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot and see. Here's also another thing we're gonna do, because I'm feeling less lazy now than I was 5 minutes ago. So we're gonna say, so the orb is 24, so we're showing it 140. Okay. So just say move the picture. So we're moving 16, yeah, minus 16. So 140. So we want to say like 120. What would that be? Minus 16, 140 would be 124. Ugh. And then you're 140. That way we're just setting it to be a manual spot. We don't have to add that extra second of wait time. Should be all right. Okay. Now, let's see what happens. We should be able to come over to room 32, wherever 32 would be. Okay, 32 is going to be over here. All right. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Well, game screen, picture. The if statement I did 34. It's 24. 24 is the picture. Well, now we know that it's gonna kind of maybe technically work, because technically it's not moving. It's not moving the orb right now. It's not moving. So if we refresh this and we come in here, and then let's go to room 57. Hey, look at that. It's actually moving. Okay, so that means if we try and time this correctly, so if I try and move right as it's about to start trying to move the image. Okay, so we're not getting the error message anymore. That is fantastic. And yeah, so the movement I think should be okay. I think so. So I should be able to try and move things in here, which I cannot. I cannot put the dice down in here. Absolutely not. Okay, now I need to make it so I can actually retrieve this, though. So, how are we going to do that? So this is the actual thing right here for you to allow you to pick it up. Yeah. Loki says, well, I got the first simple combo set up. You play 3 action cards, and it will unlock the combo. Next time you play the first 2 actions for the combo, the action will change from the normal move to the combo variant. Hey, that is impressive. You got that much working already. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Very nicely done, Loki. Okay, so this is the stuff we have set up for the current room. Erase items. So we don't need all of this. We should basically just need this right here. I think. I hope. So let's just try copying that. Erase items, show dice. Okay. So let's add... Oh, wait. Do you have an else? You do not have an else. Let's add an else there. There we go. That's the else we need. That is the else we need. Okay, so then we do the script right here. So then essentially what we want to do is we want to say if game variables 1 is greater than or equal to game screen dot picture 24 minus how are we going to do this? So, well, so we want to take the center position of item 4. Okay, so the center point is, well. Okay, so 24, would it be technically... I guess we just go out to the full 32? I think that should be fine. So minus 32. So that would be going to the left. Wait. The game screen dot picture 24 dot underscore X. Is that right? So whatever the X position is minus 32. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So then on this next one, if you are greater than the Y minus 32, and then you're going to do if you are less than the X plus 32, and you're going to be if you are less than Y plus 32. Okay. And if 835 is greater than 0, what the freak is variable 835? 835 is item slot 15. Okay. Yes, but there was another one, right? It was a 80 something. Oh, that's the pedestal orb spawn. Okay. Should we do... Let's just do a switch. We're going to say switch number. Taken pedestal orb. So that will start off by default. And then when it's on, that means you have taken the pedestal orb. So 166. So then right here, what we want to say is if game switches dot value 166. This is only if you are equal to false. As long as you are equal to false, then you can pick it up. Then we also want to say, and if game variables dot value 100 is equal to game variables dot value 809. So that way it is then saying if you are also in the pedestal room. So if you're in the pedestal room and you haven't taken the orb from the pedestal and your mouse is within the X and the Y position of the actual orb itself, then you can take it. Holy smokes. Okay. All sorts of fun stuff right there. Let's save that. Let's come over. I guess we got to put that in both places, yeah? Yeah. Wait, was I putting it in here? Okay, I was putting it in here. Okay. Whew. So as long as all of that is correct, you can pick it up and it's good to go. So then let's say we should be able to essentially copy this code here. Picking up orb from pedestal. There we go. Okay, so this will then say, don't change the variable. Dice picked up, no. Item slot 15. No. We don't need that. Okay, game screen, pick swap. So the pick swap is going to be image 24. Swap it to 199. I don't think we need to worry about that. Controlling variables, random number equals 10. What is that? Oh, that's right. That is the quick swap. And then turn on picked up. Okay, so we're gonna say turn on taken pedestal orb. Okay, now this guy right here, if taken pedestal orb is on, then just go to this page. Don't do anything after that. Okay. So you've now taken it. Everything should be good there. So it just swaps it with picture 24, which was the orb. You can now move it around. I think that should be good. I hope. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's go refine room 32. Okay, there's that. So if I come over here and I try to pick you up. Oh, we got the orb. And if I let go, crap. Dang it. Okay, we're getting close though. We're getting close. So why? So I had you. Okay. So there should have been something in here. I thought. Does the quick pickup work? So what if I just click on this? Okay. So that also doesn't work. I think it might be getting stuck on this page, the holding page. So we got slot picked up, we don't need to worry about the slot picked up because we're not picking it up from the slot. What do I do in terms of the room? So current room, item 1. Slot picked up equals 16. Oh, okay. So what happens that will that then swap to it being on the floor? Okay. So we don't want to do that. What if we say you are slot 18? So picked up slot 1. Dice picked up equals item slot 1. We don't want to worry about that though, because all of that is just your inventory stuff itself. So this is item 1. So we're setting the slot picked up, so that equals 16, which then says the, like, you know, you're picking up. So basically the floor spots are 16 and 17, but I think we want to have now like an orb spot, which would be 18. So then if game variables dot value 95 is less than 100, I don't know what that means. 79, so show dice menu on. And then turn off the show items menu. Okay. So this is actually relating to if you're picking up a dice, but you're on the items screen, it will swap to your item screen, swap to your dice screen, and then vice versa. So all of that is going to be important. We will have to take care of that. But let's say show map menu. So if show map menu is on, so swap it all. Okay, that should be fine. Erase items, that erases all of the images. Show the dice, just shows all of that. Dice picked up equals current room item 1. Okay. And then current room item 1 equals negative 1. Show room empty items. 10 and then picked up. Okay. So if we come down here, okay, so I think the problem is here is that we haven't really set up any logic to actually have the items show up in the room. Which is a bit of a problem. So I think what we're going to do is we actually want to say here in the RTG spawn, Nope, in here. So spawning the monsters, items, traps, etc. Spawn an item. Spawn traps. Room decorations. Yes, we don't have anything technically set up yet for spawning items. That's just not there. But but we do have stuff set up for you putting down items. So if we come in here and we see that the current room So current room item, so -1, -1. If we pick this up here and put this here, you are now 101. Let me move that back over there. It is now -1. 101, 103. Okay, so we technically have the IDs working for the items. We're just not spawning any items. So if we come over here, and let's do spawn chests. So the orb pedestal spawn. So as long as all of that is correct, we want to say game variables dot set value .97 would be the room. 98 is the monster, so 99. So set 99 plus game variables dot value game variables, no, set game variables dot value 99 plus 100 times 4 to equal 104. I think that should be correct. So if we come over here, so room 25 is where it should be spawning. So if we come over here to variable, room 25, item 1 is 1. Nope, I did that wrong. That is the player's current location. So yes, okay, all right. Never mind. I had that wrong. We don't want to say 99. We want to say 809. Okay, so I did have it right here in the if statement. So 809 times 4, set it to 104. Now, let's do this. And we should be checking room 3. So if we come down here to variables, we want to check room 3. Item 1 is -1. Is anything set to 104? Okay. What did I do wrong? Game variables that set value 99. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, item 1, 103. Okay. So game variables dot set value 99 plus game variables dot value $809 times 4 to 104. Oh, wait. So you're there. Never mind. Thought I was onto something. Okay. Like 809, yeah, 809. Okay. Game variables dot set value 99. I feel like I'm missing like one thing in here. Game variables dot set value 99 plus game variables dot value 809 times 4. So that would be whatever 809 is times 4 plus 99. And then we're setting it to be 104. Yeah. All right, just out of curiosity, let's flash the screen right there. I just want to see. Okay, so let's go find variable 809. So 809 is currently equal to 9. Okay, so that should be room 9 has that new variable. Room 9, item 1 is currently equal to 104. Dang it. I am so stupid. Don't spawn things in the pedestal orb room. Set variable 99 plus 4 times 809 to equal -1. Okay. There we go. Now I should be able to go to room 15. If the dungeon will allow me to go to room 15. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, that shouldn't be there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine though. It's fine. So if we come over here, I mean, that kind of just confirms it for us. So if we come over here to current room, item 1, 104. Awesome. Happy day. So that means in here, we need to do some other stuff in here. Show to core. Activate. Tune to the obelisk. Exploring the room. In mini boss room. Showing the monster. Show regular monster. Show the mini boss. In mini boss room, regular monster. Room floor dice slot 1. Okay. 26. Room floor dice slot 2. Room floor dice slot 1 and 2. This is room floor items. Slot 1. Slot 2. Okay, so long as 95 is greater than or equal to 100, and 95 is less than or equal to 200. And just here, we're just then going to say, and, not dollar signs, and if game variables dot value 99. Wait, 95. Yeah. So long as 95 is not equal to 104. $95 and 96. That one shouldn't matter, but I'll do it anyway, just for extra points. Okay, now if we go to room 50, we should be able to get the spawn without the thing on the floor. Look at that, no thing on the floor. Fantastic. Now we've got that. And I shouldn't be able to put this back in here, which is great. So we still potentially have the problem. Well, there's a problem. Let's stop for now spawning in that item. Generate dice, generate items. Is that happening over here? Yes. Let's just do that. I'll replace it. Easy enough. Easy enough. Okay. Room 40, no, room 60. There we go. So as of right now, still, if I pick this up and let go of it, it doesn't do anything. So what we need to do now is come over here. So if you pick it up. So here on this one, picking up the orb. So you just want to say dice picked up is equal to current room item 1, which is now correct. So we're now picking up the correct ID of the item you have now picked up. Instead of current room, so then current room item, set it to -1. The slot picked up equals 18. Okay. Set that to 10. Awesome. Now I'm going to assume, yeah, we should be making it in here. Okay. Oh, this is you actually putting the items down. No, we're coming in here. This should be the one. Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, let's flash the screen once we get in there. I just want to see if we're actually making it to that other screen or if we're stopping somewhere else along the way. I think we might actually be stopping somewhere else on the way, which is not ideal. But we can make it work if we need to. So if we pick this up and then let go. Okay, so we are still making that page. That's good. That's good. Good confirmation. We are making it to this page. Okay. So X and Y. Random number is greater than 0. Quick drop off. So if current room item 1 is greater, jump to room item 1, room item 2. If item slot 1 is equal to 0, so is the problem then, so 15, 15. So I think so long as you are equal to 18, then we're going to say jump to label room item 1. So then room item 1 or do we find empty slot? Jump to label, find empty slot. Instead, down here, instead of doing room 1, let's just do find empty slot. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Let's see what happens. Let's go to room 2. Okay, so if I pick this up, I should be able to move it around, all that fun stuff. I could put it in here, but what if I just let go of it over here? All right. So where is find empty slot? So it says jump to find empty slot. Five, 3. Jump to label, find empty slot. Current room. Okay, so that's if, jump to label, backpack slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jump to find empty slot, room 1. Current room 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's just a quick pickup. Jump to label, find empty slot. Room item 2. Label, find empty slot. So slot picked up. Oh. So we're just going to be in a endless loop here then, because this is the label find empty slot. So then it goes down here. So if backpack slot 1 is equal to 1, then jump there. Equal to 2, jump there. Equal to 3. So you're then jumping to empty slot. Okay. So what if we just say, this is just me thinking out loud here. What if we just say, and this is probably not how I set it up at all. I know that I set up a certain flow here. I'm trying to remember exactly how the flow goes. So if we go to room 33, so if we pick you up and then we let you go, still nothing. So it's getting caught in a loop though. So as of right now, we're telling it to jump to backpack slot 1. This is only happening though if slot 1. Well, yeah. So then if item slot 1. Okay, never mind. So slot 1 is equal to 0. Oh my goodness!
Welcome Oridont and your 25 amazing audience members.
Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Oh my gosh, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. Chief Explorer says, Ori invasion incoming, 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 and of course, finally, Sky, I cannot forget you, Ori invasion incoming. Welcome everyone, glad you're here, you're here.
For the follow,
yeah.
56.
Oh, my goodness, thank you so much for the raid, for the follow, I appreciate that, thank you. Oh my goodness, another follow. Thank you, Moochie. Moonchi, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks for the follow, Moonchi_Posky.
Thank you for the follow. Let's see what we got. We got Galaxy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oridont, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And Chief the Explorer, I appreciate that. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks for the follow, Galaxy 3004.
Well, welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. Happy day. Of course. The MC gets a shout out. That's true. Well,
Thanks for the
it happens.
Follow, Oridont.
Let's see. Wow, that was amazing. I do what I can. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hopefully your stream went well for you.
Thanks for the follow, Chief_the_Explorer.
Chief the _Explorer. Thank you for that. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, hopefully you had an absolutely fantastic stream. What were you up to on your stream today? Or tonight, whatever time it may be in wherever you are at. But for anybody new here, first of all, welcome. Glad you're here. For anyone who does not know me, yeah, I am Moonwood Games. I'm making a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG where the combat is based off of Blackjack, and I am currently working on getting some puzzle stuff set up. So yeah, just trying to get some kind of collectibles and items and stuff like that working. So so basically, you are I apologize for all the A's. You are a bounty hunting adventurer who is delving into a wizard's tower, which is now considered to be his tomb. And yeah, so going for like a very like retro old school kind of vibe. And yeah, so you're just exploring a randomly generated tomb, trying to collect items in the form of these magical D20s, and you can merge them together to create stronger of these runes. And yes, you're going around trying to explore, fight monsters using Blackjack again, and collecting items, solving puzzles, all sorts of fun stuff, until you eventually, hopefully, can find the Dark Mage and claim your bounty. So as of right now, we're working on a puzzle right here. So basically, as you're going through, so if I were to go to, I guess we need to go to room 4. So yeah, so each of the floors will have what is called a floor guardian, which is basically like the mini boss of the floor, which you can fight. Each floor will also have a teleportation portal. This is how you are able to go from one floor to the next. And yeah, so then to be able to activate this portal, you would then have a puzzle. Crap. Anyway, there's a puzzle you'll have to solve, and then basically with that puzzle, you also will need a special magical orb to be able to activate it as well on top of that. And so basically what we're working on right now is making it so you can actually collect that orb. So if we come over to room, wherever this is going to be, if we go to room 54, There we go. There's going to be this this obelisk, this pillar, whatever we're going to call it. And yeah, so basically this is going to contain the magic orb that you'll be able to then collect, put it into your inventory, and then you'll then have to come over here and find this guy right here, which again, we're probably going to receive an error because there's problems as of right now. It's definitely very like a newer thing that we're working on as of right now to be able to get that all to work. Anyways, yeah, so basically you'll then take that item and you'll put it in and align these glyphs, and then you should be good to go. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're working on as of right now. So building this all in RPG Maker MV, if you're familiar with RPG Maker. If not, totally fine, totally understandable. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, the Forager 56 says, got a raid and run. I've got kettles to fry, fish to fill, and a duck. See ya. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here. Let's see here. What else have I missed out on? Let's see. Whatever do you mean? I know, right? Let's see. I appreciate you. We're doing game dev, but for a tabletop RPG. That sounds like a lot of fun. I at one point I actually may still have tabletop RPG in here. Maybe. At one point I had tabletop RPG in my tags here because I was like, it's kind of like a tabletop RPG. And then I had someone come in and they're like, this isn't a tabletop RPG. I'm like, you're right. This is not. I should not have that tag in here. I apologize. But yeah. So very nice. Very nice. Do you have anything you'd like to share? Because I would absolutely love to hear what you got going on with your tabletop RPG. Ashton says, ooh, I love the art style. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is taking a while. I am by no means an artist, and so I have definitely been trying to get better at pixel art as time has gone by. So, but I am happy to say that like 98% of the art in this game was done by me, which I am very proud of. With some aspects, others not so much, like this health potion. It's very, very mid, but some things are better, some things are... Okay, so there's definitely something else going on that is the problem here. Can I read property X of undefined? Okay, so this error message is definitely more new. So it's not necessarily with that puzzle. It's something else that I have done, which is my own bad. That is my bad. Let's see here. Chief Explorer says, ooh, Galaxy says, this looks real nifty. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oridon says, I have a bit to do, but I love this. Oh my gosh, if I could read. I have a bit to do, but I love how this game looks. This looks stellar. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'll be lurking and popping in and out. Well, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Good luck with coding. I'll probably be asking questions if I make it back in time. Yeah, no worries at all. Ooh, RPG Maker MV. It is a good time. I have that too. It's amazing. I do love RPG Maker MV, and I think probably my most favorite thing that I do with RPG Maker is just trying to make it not look like an RPG Maker game. So that is kind of my goal as of right now, is to make it so it doesn't look like it was made in RPG Maker. So we're coming along slowly but surely. Let's see, Rain's Falling says, Ori's working on expansion to a system called Utopia, since he had to dip. Yeah, I appreciate you picking up that mantle. So an expansion for a game called Utopia. I kind of want to see what we got on there. Utopia TTRPG. It's looking like this is potentially the one. If I come over here and close that, you're gonna have to let me know. You're gonna have to let me know if this is actually what it is, because if that's the case, I like this. This looks super cool. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, that made me very happy. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Let's explore. This is such a good looking website. I love this so much. Holy smokes. Oh, we got the opening book. We've got the opening book. The History of Utopia. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Okay, everybody. Yeah, if you have not heard of this before, highly recommend. What do we got here? We've got myramyth.com/utopia. Yeah, everybody. If you have not, get in here. Bookmark the page, purchase this. Like, this is absolutely fantastic. Loading the shop. What do we got here? So how much is it? Okay, $50. That is not bad at all. That is the core guide in the Utopia TTRPG. The virtual core guide, $15. Even better. So if you don't want the physical, the digital, that is fantastic. We got the card cutouts. We got the character and campaign journal. Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am bookmarking this, and I'm keeping that because that looks so good. I'm excited to read up on the lore and everything. Yeah, that is amazing. Amazing. Make sure. Oh wait, that's my own stream bot. Ori also made Utopia for reference. Okay, fair. Let's see. Galaxy says I'm also gonna have to run along now since it's getting late. But good luck with everything. I will be lurking. Galaxy, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah. And everybody else, like, don't feel like you got to stick around. I completely understand. After a long stream, totally understandable if you gotta head out. So if you do, no worries at all. But I do appreciate everybody that's here, and would absolutely love if everyone wants to hang out. But if not, totally understandable. No worries. That's it. Okay. Whew, good. I was like, I would feel very awkward. I've done this once before where someone like mentioned the name of their project they were working on. And so I Googled it, and I was like, and I pulled it up, whatever the top result on Google was. And I was looking through, and I'm like, this is amazing. This is so cool. And I like went on for like 5 minutes. And then I finally looked back at chat, and I had noticed they were like, oh, that's not my project. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like sitting here glazing the project for like 5 minutes. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's not mine. And I'm like, oh, my bad. There it is. Oh, the site has been remade. The lore. It looks so good. Sorry to inadvertently side quest you. No, you're good. You're good. I absolutely love looking into what people are working on, especially if people are going to raid. Like, I would absolutely love to take a look and see what people are working on. But yeah. Honestly, like this is like we're trying to build a community here of like a whole bunch of creatives, and so if anybody and everybody who is working on anything, I love to hear about it. So I mean, we've got a whole friggin' Discord about where people post their projects they're working on and stuff like that. So yeah, beautiful stuff. I do appreciate you letting me know and confirming that was the correct one. Big appreciate you for checking it out. Yeah, of course, absolutely will. What time do you usually end? Usually around midnight my time, so in about
for the follow, Ashton Pier.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Vibe check passed. Have a follow. Thank you, Ashton. I do appreciate that. Oh my goodness, we've also got Diamond, the Dino plushie. Wait for it.
Thanks for the follow, Diamond the Dino plushie.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that I checked the vibe check. So thank you. But yeah, so probably in the next 30 minutes, I'll probably be ending it.
Thanks for the follow, Rain is Falling.
Thank you so much for the follow, Rain is Falling. I appreciate that. Over on YouTube, let's see, we've got, oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher this name. Luca Sol Junzak 514 says hi. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to call you Luca, if that's okay. Luca says, what do you think of the RPG Maker game One Shot? I don't know if I've ever heard of it. One Shot RPG Maker game. One Shot on Steam. What do we got here? Wait a minute. I do believe I have. I think I've at least pulled this up. I don't know if. Let me check and see. One Shot. If this isn't on my wish list, yeah. So then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've pulled this up on stream before and taken a look, but the fact that this was also made in RPG Maker is mind-blowing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we pulled it up because I was looking at different things that have been made in RPG Maker, which, like, this kind of stuff is just, like, blows my mind. Like, all of the art just looks so good, and it's just, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it. I need to. I definitely need to. But, yeah, I honestly, like, I look at these numbers of, like, all of the reviews, 30,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews, and I'm just like, I can only hope and pray, fingers crossed, that one day my game will be able to get to that point as well. Hopefully, I hope. Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. See, oh, I was like, I was hearing other music and I'm like, where's this other music coming from? It's because I had One Shot pulled up in my web browser and then I pulled it up on Steam so that I could actually wishlist it. And then it cycled all the way through the screenshots and then started auto playing the video with sound. And I'm like, why do I hear like these wind chime things? What is happening? That was very confusing. Very confusing. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, would absolutely love to take a look at it though. M Man Up says, I got so confused trying to learn Java for RPG Maker MV, I decided to learn Python and make my own coding language to make my own games. Hold up now, hold up. So you got confused by JavaScript for RPG Maker. So instead, you are going to learn Python to write your own coding language to then make games. I mean, more power to you. More power to you. I will say, you will be able to do all sorts of crazy things if you make it yourself. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but I love it. I love it. Lucas says, I literally changed my life. Oh, it literally changed my life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to take a look because, I mean, 30,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews can't lie. And if it'll change your life, then yeah, 100%, I'm gonna be taking a look at that. Would love to. Let's see. Anyway, yeah. So see, like, I will probably be taking off in like the next half hour. I can't remember if I actually answered your question or not. Let's see. Voltic Grid says, did I hear something about the Myth website? You did, yes. Yeah, I pulled it up, and yeah, it looks absolutely crazy. Hi Volt, site dev. Oh, Volt is the dev of the site. Holy smokes. Well, I can tell you this. I can tell you this right now, based on being a web developer, well, ex-web developer, everything about this site just everything about it is absolutely fantastic and beautiful. I love it so much. I love the fact that, like, as you go along, it like has all of the 3D animations, all the animations to it. Everything about it. The layout is beautiful, very well done. Yeah, just absolutely fantastic. I salute you. I salute you. It looks absolutely beautiful. Very nicely done here. Yeah, if I needed to give notes, I would have no notes. Like if you were to be like, hey, what do you think of this? I'd be like, 100% A+. There you go. There's my A+ for you. So yeah, so as a web developer, I just look at this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I love everything about it. So yeah, again, I know I've said this like 20 times now, but yeah, very nicely done. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's see, Volt. Okay. Do you just go by Volt? I'm going to call you Volt. Volt says, it's the bane of my existence. That was so much work. I 3D modeled it, that background too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Classic web dev comment. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I said cool. And my phone thought I said, hey, Google. Good times. Lamau, I got an ad just then. No, I'm so sorry. I think I was just saying very nicely done. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Lucas says, one shot, though, is the best experience as a story game, as the gameplay itself is good, just sometimes interpreted by a good bit of walking. That's fair. Also, sorry, my English is not good. I'm from Austria. You are totally fine. No worries at all. Honestly, your English is fantastic. So keep it up. You're doing great. Honestly, my reading is sometimes not very good, so it's probably contributing to that as well. Okay, so where's this error coming from? I think that's like the next big thing, is where's this error coming from? Come over here to room 41. What if we leave? Okay, no error there. That's good. Is the problem here? Well, that's a problem. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. That's something we can figure out eventually. Yeah, oh. Counter property X of null. Okay. Longest ad ever. Oh, wait, so you just got back, Volt. That is my bad. Blasted ads, those freaking ads. They love to pop up at the worst times possible. Yeah, well, I was just saying, absolutely beautiful. You did a great job. A+, 100% on that site. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Yeah, no notes. It is fantastic. I'm trying to remember anything or everything else that I would have said. I think that was about it. Thanks for the compliments. Of course. Hey, when someone does good work, then yeah, I definitely want to make sure that if I see it and have a chance to like actually interact with the person who created it, I want to make sure you know. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Very well done. Yeah, absolutely love it. I mean, everyone can attest. When I pulled it up and the first time that I switched pages and then it did all the 3D animation, I was like, so good, love it. Okay, so Canary property X of null.
Thanks for the follow, Voltaic Grid.
Thank you so much for the follow, Volt. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah, what do we got here? Oh my goodness, Volt, what?
Welcome to the Moonwood Alliance, Voltaic Grid.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You definitely did not have to sub, but I do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Chief Explorer says, have a good stream, Moon. I just got, I must go as it's a little past 1:30 in the morning for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you should probably go. Definitely go. Yeah, it's not quite as late here. So yeah, definitely go get some sleep. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the follow. And yeah, hopefully have an absolutely fantastic start to your week. I hope. Okay, well, so, what is this error?
Hey Moonman, I've been working with random map generation using snippets. Is there anyone that made a game / plugin with readable code to learn how to do it properly?
Not that I've seen. Yeah, when it comes to like actual random map generation, unfortunately not that I've seen. Random map generation RPG Maker is not the best. They do have like their own built-in like dungeon generation thing here, which is, it works fine. Like it's not terrible, but it's not great. Yeah, as far as plugins though, I remember that I looked, I mean, this was probably 8, 9, 10 years ago, and I never really found anything that crazy. Yeah, there might be some stuff now, but yeah, I don't know. I wish that I could give you a little bit more, but I have not looked in many years for anything like random map generation. I'm probably going to check out the Utopia thing as a DM myself. Hey, yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, definitely do that. I will actually share, if you would like, I will share the link with you. That way you don't have to go searching for it. But yeah, I will share the link to everybody. So if you have not yet, make sure to go check out that site for Utopia. It looks super awesome. I am very excited to actually read up on the lore and everything. So yeah, good times there. Okay. So Luca, what games do you DM then? Are you a D&D kind of person? Are you 40K? What kind of stuff? What kind of stuff are you into? I ask mostly just because like I play D&D casually, and so I do enjoy a good tabletop game. I'm not good at them, but they are fun. I like hanging out with friends, playing some tabletop games. It is fun. It is a good time. So, well, right here, this is the okay. Let's tackle this bug first. Of course, there's got to be so many bugs. Of course, there has to be. No such thing as not good at D&D. That's what makes them so good. I guess that's true. It is kind of hard to be bad. I guess for me, I'm never quite sure what to do. I'm more of like a follower in D&D. And it's like I'll just kind of like go along with like where other people are going. And I feel like that makes me a bad player, because then when people turn to me and they're like, what should we go do? I'm always like, the thing. Let's go do the thing. Let's accomplish the thing, you know? And yeah, I try though. I'm getting better. My wife is the one that's way more into it. She's actually DMing our current session. And yeah, so I'm like, I gotta get better. I gotta do better so that I don't embarrass her in front of our friends. Yeah. Roleplay comes with getting comfy. That's true. And yeah, so long as like I'm the right character, it does come a little bit easier. Like we had a one shot 2 weeks ago, and I was a very dirty talking barbarian that just made jokes about everything, and it was so much fun. I had a blast with that. It was just so much fun to just like go crazy. Yeah. I more do it like in the style of Magic the Noah? Magic the Noah? So less with math and more like vibes and stuff. Oh, okay, all right. I like that. That is cool. So first and foremost. So we're showing image 24, but we don't want to just blanket show it. So we need another if statement. So I want to say if game variables dot value, I believe 98? 98 should be the current room. No. Current room, item 1, 95. That's the one. So game variables 95 is equal to 104. Then let's cut that out of there. Let's paste this there. And let's also grab all of this there. Is that potentially what the... No. I don't know. So I mean, that's going to keep it from popping up again. So that's good. That should solve that bug. So if we then go to room 7. Nope. Over. Dang it. Dead end. We got to go all the way up and around. Yay for RNG. Come on. There's room 7. Okay, so if I take this guy, put him in my inventory, and then we leave the room, and if we come back, still gone. Good. But if we try to swap, now it's saying cannot read property X of null. What on earth could possibly be trying to do that? I don't know. What if we get rid of this animation? Is it this? Maybe. Let's go to room 11. Let's take it. Oh, let's take it. If we leave, come back, still gone. Dice. Okay, what would I have done? What would I have introduced that would be causing this? It seems like when I'm trying to change... I can change menus before this, correct? I can swap back and forth. Okay. Huh. Menu items / skill tree. The map button, okay. 5. Game screen dot picture. 911. We're not doing anything with opacity. It's the X position that it's freaking out about. Opacity. That's all just going straight to the X position. That's all going to the X position. Okay, that's the skill tree. This is just swapping back. Okay, so it's not there. So it's showing... changed? What would I have changed that would have made all of this freak out? Okay, I had this like this before. Okay. So cannot read property X of undefined. So it's trying to read the X position of some image somewhere. So we have another error. That's okay. So can I read property X of undefined? But I don't really have anything else to go off of, which kind of sucks. So if I show this really quickly, so this is basically the this is the developer tools. So we have this error, which is a type error, which I think, yeah, so type error cannot read property X of undefined, which I believe would be this guy right here. So this is the actual, you know, red one. It's a scene manager, catch exception. Yeah, but then like it just gives nothing to go off of, which is really frustrating. So yeah, then it's just, yeah, add eval, game interpreter, because like, yeah, all of this is just based off of the actual engine itself. So this doesn't give me anything with like what is causing that in any way, shape, or form. Okay. I feel like it has to be something in here with the dice move, or this one. Variables, move picture. Because it could be anything from showing pictures and moving pictures. So if it's trying to get the X position of an image that doesn't exist, that's the error that it would throw. But all of these are specific X positions. Let's see, Lucas says, as the settings IDM are not really found in any tabletop system, so I decided to just improvise instead of making a whole new one. I like that. That's kind of fun. One of the campaigns I have is also set up in the one-shot game. Okay, very nice. I used to try to get into programming, but it was too much of a pain for me. It can be a bit of a pain. When it works, I love it. It is so much fun when it actually works. But yeah, when things like this happen, it's kind of a pain. Maybe it's something to do with the ball. I think so. I'm just trying to figure out where it would be and why it would be, you know? So basically, I think the only thing that I've really done in here was I added, let's see, where would it have been? We go to 15. Quick drop off. Okay. So we got all of this stuff here. 15. Move to the first open inventory slot. So this is if you are equal to backpack slot 18. Move to backpack slot 1-1. So 1-1. No, because that's just if you're like picking up the dice and then, I mean, that seems incorrect anyway. So I can get rid of that because that's not right anyway. The problem is like I am highly doubt. So if we move to items and then we move back to dice, that's where we're having the issue for some reason. Can I read property X of undefined? Why? And it's just, it gives nothing to go off of, which is very frustrating for bug. Like trying to figure out the bugs is because it's just, there's nothing. There's literally nothing. Okay, so map button, show map images, quests button, hide map images, items button, erase the dice, show pictures, and then dice button. I wonder if it's not necessarily trying to show something, but I wonder if it's like an if statement. It's possible. What if statements would I have gone into? Oh, now I'm trying to remember all the if statements I would have added. Dice interactivity. I wouldn't have added anything there because I haven't changed anything with that dice menu. It was just with the items pickup. If you're pressed, current room item 1. That erases images, and this shows the images. Current room item 2. If we tried entering that screen without pressing the left mouse button. So yes, but then for some reason we're now getting a error message, even not in that room, when we click. So I think it might actually be this guy right here. I think that actually might be this guy. So this is if game variable, so if 1 is greater than or equal to 24, and if 166 is equal to false, and if 100 is, okay, what if we, just out of curiosity, what if we get rid of that, cut it, let's add a comment here just so I can find this spot easily. Let's just see. If I cut that thing out. Oh. Okay. So it is a thing with that conditional branch. Good to know. So where's the problem then? So we're saying if game variables 1 is greater than or equal to game pictures. So I think the problem is that it's not finding image 24. I think this could be the problem. So let's come over here. We want to say first this condition. So I think this actually does the conditions sequentially. So I think we need to have the condition be, are you in the room? If you are, then check and see, is game switch 166 equal to false? And then check the X and the Y of the cursor based off all that fun stuff. Maybe. I don't know. My assumption is that it's sequential. Oh. Okay, well that has solved that problem. So I think it is a sequential thing there. So if that's the case, let's come over here to room 58. 58, where are you? There's 58. So if we come over here and we try to pick you up, we can then move you here. Okay. Okay, you're not there. That's good. That's good. There's nothing there. Awesome. We leave, come back, still nothing there. Now, we don't want to make it so you can actually put this back. Maybe one day I'll make it so you can, but for now, you take it, everything's good to go there. So now, if we come over here, actually, let's do this. I think we should be able to come back in here and say, you, nope, you. Oh, this will make me very happy if this actually works. Let's push you first, and then you. There we go. Okay. So if you come in here, there's nothing. There's no orb in here. No trickery. Let's go find... Okay, well, that's gonna suck to have to come all the way back to. All right. Room 44. Come on, RNG. Work with me here. Oh my gosh. All right. All the way out and around. Up, 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 up. Okay. Over. This layout is a nightmare. That's the great thing about RNG, is sometimes it's just like some cluster of rooms, and other times there's long hallways, and it's just, yeah, fun, beautiful stuff. Fun, beautiful stuff. But anyway, yeah, so Dazu, you were on the right path, but the problem is that I was checking a condition too early, and so I needed to check 2 conditions before I checked another condition. So even technically, yeah, it was all sorts of weird stuff. Maybe try making a backup and deleting stuff to see what causes this. So, I mean, I do have a backup of everything. The problem is, like, I only back up at the end of each stream, and so I would have either had to, like, get rid of everything that I'd done this stream, but luckily I was able to narrow it down. Thank freaking goodness. I'm glad that I had tested it early enough, though, so that I only had to retrace so many steps. Okay, so if I were to pick this up and put it in my inventory, and then I come over here and find this room. Here we go. And then I should be able to interact with the glyphs. There we go. That's what we're supposed to see right there. And then we should be able to pick this up and go bloop. And then go whoop and whoop and whoop. And it should go bloop, 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 bloop. Freaking thank goodness. Okay. And then the portal opens up. Happy day. Happy freaking day. Oh my gosh, that was... You know how I said in the beginning of the stream, this should be pretty fast. It shouldn't be too bad. I need to stop doing that. I feel like I curse myself when I say things like that. When I say, it shouldn't be too bad. This shouldn't be awful. I always curse myself. Anyway, well, there's still like a couple little bugs, like weird things that we do need to figure out. I'll probably figure this out probably off stream. Maybe we'll see, or it may just be like a next stream thing. Because basically, as of right now, so as you saw, you know, I can pick it up, I can put it directly in my inventory. But if I don't, then it just kind of doesn't know what to do with it. It just hangs out here. And then if I try to pick it up, it doesn't, I can't do anything. So I do need to go in. I need to see how I can, because basically, like I've said before, everything in here is basically like a custom built engine. Like basically none of this is built-in RPG Maker functionality. So I think what I need to do is I have a system that I just need to tap into. I'm just trying to remember how I tap into the system, because basically the system is, you know, if you were to pick up an item, right? And then go like this, and then if I were to move something here, if I were to then click, it then should find the nearest empty inventory slot. So yeah, so even if I, you know, even though I pick up this one from here, if I move something in its place and then I click on it, it then jumps to whatever it, you know, it starts at the top and then just runs through. So I need to remember how I'm actually tapping into that, so that when I come over here and if I pick up this thing and then if I don't put it in an actual slot, then it goes to where it should be. Like that. So because it works on here, like I can put down the orb right here on the floor and I can walk away and I can just start picking stuff up, and it's good times here and everything's hunky-dory. Then if I come back over here, it's gone. There we go. There's a bug we need to fix as well. So many bugs. So many bugs. It doesn't stop. Never stops. Never can. Never will. Volt says, you know, I've been a software dev for 11 years now. I play video games religiously, and I've never once enjoyed game dev despite trying many times over the years. I mean, it's not for everybody, honestly. Like, and because here's the thing, like, it's there's a difference between wanting to enjoy games and wanting to like be just like a software developer versus like being a game developer, right? Like, it's a very different thing. So yeah, it's totally understandable. Totally understandable. I have no idea why either. It's just not fun. Hey, and that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the same could be said for like, I mean, basically anything, honestly. You know, it's like, you know, I could say that like, hey, because like I work in IT, I'm an IT manager, but it's like, I would not want to be a software developer. like doing actual development sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. But doing stuff like this, I find it entertaining. I find it fun. I love using JavaScript to make weird things in RPG Maker. But like if I were to actually sit down and like become like an actual software developer, I would be like, nope, can't do it. Don't want to do it. Not at all. So it's to each their own, honestly. Dazzer says, what? I don't know. I don't know what. Volt says, I want to. I have so many ideas. I just can't sit down and do it. That's fair. Hey, you know what? Maybe RPG Maker would be a great way for you to go, because you can basically make your games without any coding. So if it's an idea of like, you know, because I know I feel this before, where it's like, you know, you work all day coding and then you're like, do I really want to come home and program some more to do more game dev stuff? Not great. So with RPG Maker, you don't have to do any coding. So maybe that could be an alternative. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably going to call it there. We've gotten some good stuff done tonight. Not exactly everything that I was hoping for, but I did say those magic words of this shouldn't be too bad. And that is always a death sentence for anytime you're trying to do anything. If you just say that shouldn't be too bad, it's just not going to go well for you. So I'm going to make sure not to say that next time. So hopefully we can get a little bit more done next time. But hey, on the bright side, we have most of it working. There's just a couple little bugs left, but now we have it to where the pedestal is actually spawning in the tomb, which is great. As far as I can tell, we haven't had any issues with it spawning in the tomb and then having issues where like it's spawning into other weird things. So yeah, should be all right there. It's coming along. So it spawns. It's there, happy day, and then you can actually pick it up. That is a lot of potions that it gave me. Holy smokes. That is another thing we need to actually work on as well, is the item system a bit more. The item system definitely needs some love. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, little bugs here and there, little bugs. We're going to get there though. It's going to be all right. It's going to be fantastic. So, anyway, I do appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate you hanging out. Should be a good time. Hopefully on the next one as well. Yeah, I do appreciate it though. Volt says software dev and programming is both my job and my hobby. I do it for fun in my free time. I mean, hey, I know quite a few people that do that as well. And it's something that they can enjoy on and off the clock. But then, yeah, as soon as you like try and do anything else, it's like, nope, don't want to do it. Not at all. So, you know, anyway. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so everybody here on Twitch, we're going to go do a raid. So stick around for that. It should be a good time. Everyone over on YouTube, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out, for chatting. It's, yeah, been an absolute fantastic time. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Follow High School if you're still here. Again, thank you so much for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. And Volt, I appreciate you subscribing as well. Yeah, hopefully everyone... I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings or days, mornings, wherever you may be in this world. And yeah, I will see you all on the Tuesday stream. Until then, good luck. Take care. If anyone has any suggestions for who we should raid over on Twitch, let me know and we will go raid them. If not, we will just see who's currently streaming, because I have no idea who's currently live. So should be a good time. So anyway, everyone take care. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.